The Triple B podcast is brought to you in part by Momentum Studios PDX. Momentum Studios PDX, providing professional audio services to the Northwest and beyond for 20 years. Visit www.zebdak.com. That's www.zebdak.com for more information. And by Big Box Toys and Collectibles. Visit bigboxtc.com for more information. And by support from listeners like you. Visit www.patreon.com/tripleb podcast to become a patron. And thanks again for all the support.
Why so serious?
I fucked it all up. How you guys doing?
Doing good. Oh, sorry.
What are you shushing?
He wants to be quiet. For
Chase,
some
we're
reason?
live.
We're live.
We're
man.
live streaming.
This is it, bro. This is how you're starting it off. Just mute.
I just wanted to give you that breath. That
How you
Make this
The
as weird
quiver.
as possible, dude. I don't want to talk over anybody today, so I'm going complete radio silence the whole show.
Well, you can't just go radio silent.
Fuck yeah, I can. It's
No.
Some
you got-
people have a little bit of self-control where they can speak for a certain amount of time and then let other people speak for another part of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're called humans and normal humans. I have zero self-control or discipline, and all I know is all or I want to die.
All or I want to die. What are you talking about?
that podcast.
Like you're going 100% or you're just going to fall off the cliff.
Yeah, I'm going over the mountain or I'm going under the mountain. There's no like, hey, I'm gonna take my time up the mountain. You know?
Now, my Instagram post about the podcast just went up.
Nice.
Well, finally
Half
works.
an
All
hour.
right, we're there.
As
Half
we're
an
live,
hour.
though,
We can
breathe.
this
We
is
can
the
breathe.
perfect time.
We
can
actually.
But it says 5 minutes, and it was.
There you go.
We're on now.
This is the Triple B podcast. I'm Zeb. Abba and Chase are with me as always. Special guest today for our Christmas Miracle episode, Rob Sonic.
Hey, a round of applause.
My friend
Guys,
Rob
you're too
Sonic.
kind. Your only friend,
Yeah,
apparently.
dude.
Nobody else likes.
AKA Bobby Freedom. Thanks for coming, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
Are you in the spirit?
I'm in the spirit of something. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Do you do Christmas vibes only?
Happy Hanukkah. Merry
Christmas
Christmas.
vibes
Christmas
only?
vibes only? Is that like...
Yeah, it's been forever.
That's a long time to have a
Dude,
tree
and it's
up.
still alive. I put sugar water in it and shit, and I check it like every like.
Sugar water? Was that to make it sweeter for Santa? So
Yeah,
him and
dude.
the elves
Is that
will be-
does that really help the tree?
I don't know. It's like I feel like it's like some
I
like.
don't know. I just do
I
it.
feel like it's like I got it from my
So like
childhood.
a
I think my
placebo for a tree, like
think my
make it
mom
feel like
used
it's
to-
bigger than it is.
like
Yeah.
somewhere
Extra
in me,
nutrients.
You're
somewhere
growing
in me,
well.
I'm like, you put sugar water in the tree and it makes it last longer. Well, it's a beautiful fucking tree and it's thriving.
So this
Is
is
this
just something
okay,
you
Zach?
believe.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
You believe it.
You
That
can
the sugar
drink
water helps.
drink, vape, smoke, anything you want.
guys, there was fucking reindeer in the parking
cool.
lot
Let
behind
me
my
run to the-
apartment complex.
The liquors.
What?
Reindeer in your apartment complex?
Holy shit!
What,
No.
you're Christmas vibes only.
Holy fuck!
That's
No way.
crazy.
There weren't.
No, behind my.
Was he
behind-
tiny or was he like a real life
It was
reindeer?
a real life reindeer.
How do you?
That's kind of scary.
And there was so much traffic to go see the reindeer, and I was like, I'm just trying to go to Red Robin and get some clucks and fries.
Did somebody like bring a reindeer and then like charge people to go look at it?
Yeah. It was like this holiday store that opened up across from Hallmark. Dude, Gresham's fucking killing it.
Gresham.
Because there's a reindeer across the street from the Hallmark.
Gresham's
You guys
killing it.
have
Shout out
no
Gresham.
idea how poppin' it is out there next to the Bed Bath &
I
Beyond.
bet it's crazy.
Oh my
Right
god,
now.
Well, it's beyond.
dude.
How crazy has it been though the previous weeks? Are people out there shopping every day? It's just hell, or
Yeah,
what? Or is it a
uh,
lot of last minute shoppers
Yeah,
now?
what's that place? The scented place?
Give us the
Bath and
economic
Body
update.
Works.
Yankee
Okay,
Candle.
No, Bath and Body Works had their annual $10 candle sale or something.
Oh yeah, the annual
The-
$10
the famous
candle
one?
sell.
Needless to say, I got a lot of
It's in
candles.
the paper.
A lot of candles.
You got
right
lots
now.
of $10
Oh,
candles.
you look like a candle guy.
Oh, dude,
You
I
a candle guy? You burn a candle?
burn candles.
What's your go-to scent?
Candles.
Well,
I'm a candle guy. I like
all right,
candles.
all right. How about you?
I also
Candles?
I also suck dick. So there's that. There's that about it.
I'm not saying that everybody does that has candles, but
It's only for seances.
I would suck all
mine,
your
only.
guys'
Yeah,
dick.
Take baths.
that too.
The
There's,
seance
that's in the
candles.
candle mix too.
Yeah.
Like dudes that burn into like sacrifice shit.
But, you know,
Rob, you
that's
just put
whole
a
story.
new album out,
I did.
Defriender,
not
which is a
enough
fantastic,
candle
fantastic
content.
name, by
It
the
is
way.
a good name.
Oh,
Defriender.
thanks. Yeah.
I was
I
thinking
mean,
about. So is it like
A lot
kind
of
of
people
like?
thought it was about social media.
See, and then I wonder, is it like the fantasy, like Defender type of
Yeah,
like
it's
epic
all the
hero
things.
tale?
It's also
But
the
it's
video
Defender.
game, Defender, which I played a lot.
Right,
And,
right.
had friends play it with me.
There you
So
go.
it's actually
You just
about-
put two
it's
words
like-
together.
You had a
Yeah,
couple
and I was like,
friends?
oh, cool. I had friends at one point. you know?
Right. and-
Remember those days?
Yeah.
Ah, not
That's just
anymore.
what
we all grow
happens.
up and we lose our friends.
Yeah, when
I
you
mean
get
that's what it
older.
is. You know, we that's sort of what it is. It's sort of a
It's 100% true. The only reason we do this podcast so we still have friends.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
If you
that's
don't
the
have
meaning.
like things that you like when you're an adult, like if you're not like working or
Or a bowling
going to the
league.
gym together,
Yeah.
or you have to have these activities, or else you don't really like.
Yeah,
like
what
back
are-
in the day, you'd just be like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna come over and
Right.
Yeah, we'll play.
sit."
Or let's
Yeah.
sit
In your
outside of the
house with
grocery
you.
store.
And we'll have
Yeah.
a great time.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But
So it's-
now, as an adult, if you don't do those things, you end up eating Ben and Jerry's for secretly.
Right.
And just
Or you get married, and and then you're not doing it alone then.
true. You're just getting fast
know.
with someone else.
But it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it's
But
just
a
sort of
beautiful
that.
thing.
You
Yeah.
know, it's like Defriender. It's could be about defending your whatever it is for you.
Yeah,
Interpret it.
I'm not gonna
you
try
go.
to fanboy right now, but I'm your biggest fan.
Oh yeah.
I've listened to it fully twice now.
Uh-huh.
I fucking dig it, dude.
Thanks, man. Yeah. It was
You
it was kind of one of those records where you were supposed to be on it.
I know.
Well, what the fuck, Chase?
I know.
Yeah.
I really shit the
Yeah.
bed. I was listening to it.
Good
with
friendship.
The
You're
lady,
supposed to be on
the
the
lady
one
was
at
in the car.
D&D.
And I was like, I was supposed to be on this fucking record. I'm a
Yeah.
jackass.
Chase is a drummer. I mean, I guess people that are tuning in know what you do.
No.
Probably not.
Oh, really? You just talk.
Doesn't talk about
You don't
himself
tell
at
everybody
all.
like, oh yeah, no.
This guy goes deep on his personal life.
Okay,
It's
that's
too
what's up.
much.
Yeah, dude. Started today at 3:30.
Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. I should've
Deadheaded
brought
to
up.
Clackamas.
Deadheaded.
Deadheaded.
Yeah. Fucking got there.
What do you mean? You took a bunch of acid and
No, deadheading means.
and pieced out all the way at 3:30 in the
Fuck,
morning?
I wish. No, I felt that crazy
That's so
though.
funny because deadhead means something totally different.
Really?
Right, what
so
does it mean?
Deadhead means you get in a
too?
truck
Yeah.
and you're empty, and you're going to a destination to get a load. Right?
Right. Well, I
Cool.
yeah, I feel like I heard it at that, but not
Okay.
like
Chase goes to a lot of destinations to get loads.
Dead for? Walked right into it, dude.
dude, you
That was good.
deadheaded right into them.
Ugh.
So he talks a lot about his personal life on here for sure.
he likes to talk about his work,
Wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
Well, he's a drummer.
positive or negative.
I don't
He's a
know.
drummer.
I don't know if I'm a drummer.
You're a drummer. You've always been a drummer. You were born to be
Yeah,
a drummer.
it's in your
God
soul,
damn
man.
right. I'm Bon Jovi on that kid.
I don't
Baby,
think.
I was born to drum.
That's
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen.
See?
Damn it. Fuck. I fucked up
It's
my
all
accent.
good. Yeah, they're both from Jersey,
Yeah,
so
you
you're
know.
at least you're in the same
But
state.
Right.
so you should have been on the
You spent
record.
some time
yeah,
in Jersey,
what
right?
happened? Yeah. Sure have.
Dude,
I've been to New
have you
Jersey.
ever killed anyone?
I mean, sure.
You spend some time
Why
in
not?
Jersey.
Yeah.
Come on.
No,
Who hasn't?
I've no, just a
Crack some
couple of
skulls?
pizzas here and there.
Crafts and skulls, right? Some mafia
No,
shit.
I'm
Any
peace.
mafia shit?
I'm all peace.
Come on. Tell me some
What
old
you think
school.
he's a hitman?
Yeah, like I do.
Just for record's sake, you
Like
know,
Bobby
I-
Freedom
I make
with the
hits.
glasses on
Yeah.
and the band fucking Dana is a fucking serial killer.
That's just a man falling apart. They're
Well,
very. They look
similar.
They're similar.
Very
you know?
similar things.
But I wasn't really on the serial killing side.
All
of it.
right.
Like, oh, I'm gonna.
Did
I
you
was
did
just
you
more like,
produce
oh my god, my life.
most of the album yourself?
All of it.
Yeah, I thought
That's
so.
Really?
all of it. Yeah.
Really?
I made a
Nice.
lot more beats that actually didn't make it on there too. So that's
It-
kind of why it probably could have been done. I guess. You know what? This record sort of dictated when it was going to be done. So
Yeah, it definitely has a cohesive feel to it.
that's what I was hoping.
And it's kind of minimalist, I guess. It's funny because walking through the building, some days I just hear the boom
Yeah.
over there coming out of your room. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to sort of, not really throw it back, but make some stuff that sort of paid attention to certain elements of hip hop that are currently pretty hot, but
It's like
That'll
it's like
different
it's like
feel.
futuristic and throwback at the same time.
exactly.
Which is
Right.
it's hot.
Yeah.
It's pretty hot right now.
Chase really knows how to put it into
It
words.
is. There's a lot
It's like
of,
that PlayStation Retro and like the NES Mini.
Is that
Yeah.
hot right now?
All, yeah.
Yeah, like 8-bit stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Retro is hot.
8-bit stuff. But you didn't get on the record.
I fucked
but
up.
it's fine.
Next one?
I just
Can we do a remix?
I mean, sure. Yeah, I mean,
On
yeah.
this one, the drums are louder.
Yeah. He
just
plays
more-
the beat
more-
exactly.
more drumming.
More drums edition.
Oh, he did some counter rhythms.
Extra drums.
He added some extra snare.
Re-release your album with more drums.
More drums.
Baby, I was born to drum.
But yeah, that was my hope was sort of to get as close in my mind to some sort of interpretation of like Kraftwerk and guys like that. All their stuff was really minimalist, but it was really, really like technical as well. So
Yeah.
that was big. That was big for me.
But you did a good job, man, because it
Thanks.
sounds great.
It does.
That's what I hope.
I don't know. I wanted to bring this up, even though it doesn't matter. But I first came across you on the old defjux.net forums. Back
Oh
in,
wow.
Like, whatever
Oh,
it
those were
was,
some
01,
crazy
You just
02,
dated yourself,
something like
you old
that.
Dinosaur.
Well, we're
We're the same.
we're older fellas.
you guys are old as fuck.
I think
older.
that's when I found out about
We're
you
not
around
deadheading anywhere at
Delicatessen.
3:30 in the morning. That's
Deadhead.
for sure.
fucking deadhead right through your fucking soul, baby. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'll dip,
I know.
I'll dip that fucking Gresham gravy, and I'll put it right in the
Okay,
mouth.
no more mentioning Gresham.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
leave Gresham.
Shout out to
You know what?
Rule
I
on
did
the
actually have a thing about
Shout out to
Gresham I
Gresham.
wanted to talk about,
God,
but now
yeah,
that
you
we've
did.
now that we've
Nah,
spent
you-
so much time on it, I'm not gonna do
No,
it.
You
fuck
got
you.
to. Gresham is
Yeah.
I call him, his nickname to me is Gresham Tenders.
Gresham tenders. I like that.
Because I said, when I first was here for the first time, we ended up meeting and talking about Gresham.
A lot.
Nothing has changed.
That's big on Chase's life list.
It's been like the running
And I was
conversation.
like, you
that
know,
and Starbucks.
I was like, what the hell's Gresham got? You know, and he was like, well, tenders.
tenders.
Chicken
Well,
tenders.
Zeb, what kind of Gresham news do you have?
Well, on the way in here today, I heard a commercial on the radio for Gresham Toyota. Now, I imagine, Chase, you've probably heard this commercial multiple times.
Yeah, 2 months away of buying a brand new truck.
They have a little jingle.
You getting rid of that thing?
Yeah.
Oh man,
All right.
Don't get rid of that thing.
didn't you try to sell me that?
Oh man, you can have it.
He tried to
Just gonna give it to you.
Fuck it.
Like, hey man, you want
They-
to buy a truck?
I feel it with ranch.
Gresham tenders.
The Gresham Toyota jingle made me laugh so hard
Well,
because it just I don't remember the melody of it.
Toyota
But it goes-
Gresham, the best place on earth. Toyota Gresham, you can get a car and a purse.
That's not how it goes at all.
All right.
If it was like if that was the jingle, it'd be better.
What
And
was
it'd be
it?
wrong.
It's
Yeah.
windy out here and you can see the mountain.
No, it just goes. It just goes. I don't know. I don't remember the melody, but it's
Well,
like
the city's not
Gresham
called
Toyota.
I don't know, I think
Your
I
gateway to adventure.
it.
But no, but then it goes.
Yeah.
Your gateway to adventure. Your gateway to adventure. So three
It was
times.
hard hook. You got to keep
it going.
That refrain, man.
It's like reading an ad. You got to say it 3 times so people buy it.
Your
right?
gateway to adventure is Gresham
Because it's the
Toyota.
gateway to the gorge.
Oh, that's
The
that's
Toyota
true.
store is.
There is something about that.
So on the way of the
In the-
gorge,
in the
stop,
jingle.
get a truck,
Yeah.
and experience it the right way.
Well, you can't just go into a gorge
Yeah, you gotta go.
What is
in.
a gorge?
I wonder if
Is this like
Honda
a big
of Gresham is
valley
like,
or something?
no, we don't do the whole
Slash.
gateway to adventure thing. That's Toyota. They can have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'd probably be some legal matters they'd have to deal with.
Gresham likes
think so.
methamphetamines.
Yeah.
That's your gateway to
All
adventure.
right.
Yeah, there it is.
Now we understand.
There's the gateway.
Yeah.
So gorge, does that have anything to do with being gorgeous?
Yeah. Rob, how does my facial hair look, dude?
Oh, it looks sweet, man.
Is it coming in?
Yeah, no, it's
You look like the
Looks
sun,
like steel wool.
the sun from the Burbs.
So
do.
gross and so fucking.
Do you remember the movie The
dry.
Burbs with Tom Hanks?
You know what? I never saw it. I do remember it, but I
There was
never
like this
saw it.
house that had a creepy family living
Right,
in it, but
something's
like the
happening.
sun,
It's like steel.
it was like this
wool.
pasty white with red
With,
beard,
with a patchy beard,
patchy ass
patchy,
red.
stringy beard.
Oh God.
Good.
This so far is a very Christmassy episode.
Well, that's,
Christmas
I mean, we're
vibes
all
only.
in the spirit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know I was in it until I came into this room.
I feel like you need a Christmas tree. Maybe I'll go buy you
Or
one.
that's fear. I don't know.
I think we even don't we have Chase's top Christmas movies?
Well,
that's gonna
we
happen
do.
today?
That's the plan.
Really?
I don't know if Chase made a
Prepared.
list.
I told you I did, and I checked it twice. You gotta find out what Christmas
what did you do? Your
movie
top
is.
top 5 favorite Christmas movies?
Yeah,
All right, cool. I'm looking forward to that.
because Kris Kringle's coming to town.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is
Chase.
it really?
Chase Pringle.
Chase Pringle.
Chase Pringle's coming to town.
Dudes,
Oh,
I'm so
man.
tired.
We also have a Merry Bemis from Carl Claus.
Holy
Santa,
shit.
Fuck,
Santa
man.
Carl.
Love presents.
Carl,
I
thank
love
you,
presents,
man.
and I
You
love
guys-
Carl presents.
You guys got a gift?
We got a
yeah,
gift.
from a listener.
Our really
Are you
good friend
serious?
I
Carl.
guess we could split
Yeah.
mine if you want some.
Yeah, you can watch me open mine.
Well, here's what I did. I assembled a little swag bag for Rob.
You don't give. You don't give. Really?
Yeah,
yeah,
You got a triple B swag bag?
Sure
Hell
do.
Yeah.
Christmas.
I'm with this.
Christmas. Can I get a wish list? Have
you going
been
Froggy Fresh?
Have you been
Wish
a good
list.
boy? That's none of your business. Christmas.
No, that's the one day it's everyone's business.
Yeah.
It's true. Are you, Rob, planning on touring?
Yeah, we're setting that up now. I
going out by
can't really
yourself?
go into specifics. Yeah, just by myself.
You know,
Just
kind of regions,
walking
maybe?
out there.
Can you
No,
get
no, I'm not
general-
going out by myself. But I can't really go into details yet.
Just
'cause
you with a
nothing's in-
backpack.
Yeah, just
I'm
me.
on
I was
tour.
you know,
and a Toyota?
hopping
bundle.
freight trains across the country with
fucking
a
badass.
stick and a bandana.
Guitar case.
Yeah.
Fucking a
What's
bandana.
that called?
A
A bindle.
bandana.
Bindle.
A bindle. That's what they call it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bindle,
Bindle stick.
bandanas.
A papoose.
Got your bindle stick. Time for tour.
Sonic ready, you know, and just
Yeah.
fucking
Sonic
Just-
ready. That's
I
right.
mean,
Sonic
that's-
had a bindle.
Is that how I alert people? I didn't know I did that.
Sonic ready
Sonic ready.
to go.
I didn't.
God damn it, you're an idiot.
Gateway to
Never.
adventure.
I've never done
You
that.
only do Gresham. I threw all the parties.
You're the
Oh,
promoter.
I'm so-
Chase is the promoter of the Gresham.
I guess I'm
show.
stopping by
I'm
Gresham.
getting fucking reindeer and everything.
Gresham, Oregon. Here I come.
Reindeer. Rob Sonic Christmas show in Gresham.
I'll rent the Grange Hall, dude, downtown.
the Grand Shaw.
Oh my god. I'll get
that's
a
Rob
fuck-
Sonic ready.
That's your promo video.
Well, this sounds like the people might want this. Really,
I mean,
could be successful,
Dude, if you're
The annual, as big as the annual $10 candle sell.
DM Bobby Freedom on Instagram if you want
won't
to
be
play
like
Gresham. Oh,
as long as like a reindeer isn't
my
just
God.
let loose.
The one Gresham reindeer.
I'll bring the teener
wonder.
of meth.
But
Hey, Bobby, hit this. Oh, I love Gresham.
Moving
I
to
stayed
Gresham.
in. You know,
you don't leave.
I think that's how we talked. We were talking about it because I stayed in Gresham one time
Yeah. I've just stayed in Gresham
Did you
one
have, like,
time.
a
at a
weird
Super
night?
8.
Yeah,
Did you have
people
a-
trick you
okay.
into
Oh, it was crazy, bro.
Yeah, a fucking weird night.
Like
that's
there was
right.
so like it was just like zombies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
that
I guess
teener.
because the Super 8's not like an expensive place. So.
Right. You're not going to get the best crowd at
I
a
wasn't
Super
ex-
8 anyway.
Right, I wasn't expecting
All right, but maybe some weary
somebody
travelers that
playing
aren't too
piano in the
troublesome.
lobby.
I love when a Super 8 costs $69.99. It's
They
fucking
always
unbelievable.
do. Motel
Just
6.
because of the
Yeah.
collegiate humor of it.
It was great. The
Pretty
one that
dope.
was by the Safari Strip Club before they shut that
that's
down. It
right.
was $69.99 motel
that-
right next to the Safari.
And they
It's
had a great
that's
buffet.
a Motel 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motel
And
6.
they used to
You've
only
been
be
there.
$66.66.
Oh, was that it?
I'm not.
66
Don't fact check that. It's terrible.
It's probably right.
But maybe,
though.
and then they bumped it up to
It's
$69.99.
Something that was like, oh, cool. I think I heard it, and probably didn't even hear that.
Dude, Sonic, imagine me and you on tour together. But I don't play drums and you don't rap. We just
Rob Sonic and Chase ready.
we just drive around.
It's like this is like a buddy movie to you.
Yeah.
You and Rob on tour.
The Rocket Revengers or something.
Yeah.
I'd have so much fun. You would be so stressed out about 3-4 days in.
Yeah.
Have you
this was a
toured before?
regret.
A lot, yeah.
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 Oh.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
actually good on tour. I'm
Yeah,
a,
Chase
like
was
my
fun on
boogers are
tour. He
falling
takes
out of
care
my
of
face.
himself.
I'm a hard worker.
Yeah.
I'll steal your merch money,
That's what's up.
you know.
Yeah, he's a
yeah.
thief.
Sign me up.
Definitely a thief.
I won't spend my per diem. I'll fucking save that shit.
Oh yeah, that was what Chase was
And you'll steal
notorious
people's
for.
merch money.
Yeah, I'm a piece of shit.
Dude, Chase
Okay.
Chase would not buy.
Thank you for being honest.
He would pocket
I
his
would not
per
steal your
diem,
merch.
and then he would just bum from people. Like,
Really?
hey, let me get a slice of that. Hey, let me get, and he would just pocket his per diem
Crap.
and
No,
get by,
yo, listen.
saving money.
Crap.
It was,
Tour-
gotta
tours-
give him respect for that.
Yo,
Oh, he's a
you gotta-
cocksucker.
You get money.
The worst.
You get money any way you can.
You got
Yeah.
it
On
when
tour,
you're out there.
you know?
You got
And when
it.
you know the artist that you're playing for is making money and they're going, we don't have any money.
Then you're like, I'm pocketing this $10 and taking your slice of pizza.
And then I'm going to Motherfucking Red Lobster and getting some cheddar biscuits.
Let's get cheddar biscuits on
and
your dime.
water.
Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Oh, dude, they're the best. I'm just kidding. I would never
Are
steal
they
your
your
merch
bae?
money. Yeah, dude. I'm good on tour, man. I'll carry your shit. You know, I'll crack some jokes. Smoke all your weed.
Yeah, man.
But I don't.
I'm
just great. What an offer.
This tour doesn't go anywhere.
You want to go?
Well, you're
Sure.
going to Gresham.
Yeah.
That's all we're gonna make it to. if
You wanna
do
come
all
out?
that. We're not gonna have any weed,
We'll
any
smoke a whole
money.
we'll smoke a whole
Yeah, are
carton.
you
Of,
expecting weed and money? You're
No,
ridiculous.
we're not gonna have any.
we'll
of
smoke
that.
a whole carton of fucking Marbs or Camels before we even leave the state. You know, classic
Marbs
shit.
or Camel.
Whatever.
Get up
dude.
early and look at a
How
map.
about some Winston's,
Winston's,
some Palmer,
Oh yeah, you got
Yeah.
it.
wherever
$5.99 or
particular
less.
people congregate.
Chesterfields.
Parliament,
Ooh.
Dude,
That's a good one.
Parliament with a
Parliament's
little
all right.
recessed filter for
They're a
the-
little fancy though,
the
man.
bump.
A little,
Parliaments?
yeah. Parliaments are a
P-funks?
little fancy.
I do the American spirit.
If you're going
Nice.
cheap
I don't really
cigarette-
smoke anymore. I switched
the
over.
Jewel.
Well, yeah,
I
this is
switched
all
to vaping.
this is
Shout
all
out.
fantasy.
That's all any of us do anymore.
Yeah,
Just vape.
Yeah,
Except-
I've got it, but mine's dead. Do you have a
Oh,
charger?
yeah, group vaping right now.
What's vape? Hey, what's
I
all vape
burped.
at the same time? 1, 2, 5, go.
I'm dead.
This is CBD though.
It's CBD.
You're such a stoner.
It doesn't do anything.
CBD.
It literally does nothing.
Oh
it
no,
it
it's
helps
just
your like.
You're high as
like-
hell.
No,
I guess.
no, it helps your like if you have sore muscles. It
Okay.
helps that.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Help my sore
Why
muscles.
couldn't I think of what that's called?
Your word recall starts to
pain.
get worse
Helps
as you
your
get older.
pain.
The things that hurt.
And I
Like,
think
you know-
every time I've done CBD, it is just kind of puts me in more of a chill state. Like, okay, maybe I'm not so crazy, you know.
I must
Doesn't
not be in
affect
touch
much,
enough with
though.
like my
I
body.
mean, I think you're
because I don't-
definitely you're somebody where a placebo effect's not going to happen. In my opinion, Zeb.
like I'm not buying the bullshit. Is that what you're saying?
exactly. So somebody's like, "Oh, this will calm your nerves." You're like, "Whatever, can't feel my nerves."
No, it
anyways."
doesn't.
What nerves?
Yeah, right. This movie's good. No, this movie sucks. You're
Can I
that
use
guy.
your Juul device?
Yeah,
what
of
did that
course.
even mean? What did that have to do with anything?
I don't know because that's not. Really
This
true.
movie's good. No, this movie sucks.
This is like the person you are. I don't know.
Oh wow, this is getting crazy now. It's not too Christmassy anymore, is it, Sam?
No. Well, that's how he is, though.
Krampus,
He's
bitch.
fucked up.
This is WrestleMania.
Oh, he's
bitch.
up and down.
He'll
huh?
switch
Oh,
the mood
yeah,
on us
yeah,
real
yeah,
quick.
Yeah, I'm bipolar. as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not bipolar. That's an excuse. You've never been diagnosed.
I'm off my meds.
That's an excuse.
Watch
Take your damn meds.
Yeah, I mean, that's heavy in the news right now. I guess.
It's true.
This took a turn.
Let's open some presents.
Yeah, let's.
Should we just go straight to the presents?
Yeah, let's just.
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
open the presents. I just
Yeah.
want to watch. You know, that was
Sorry.
my big thing as a kid. You know, I didn't really like receiving too many presents.
Right,
I
because
just
your
like,
parents didn't buy you presents.
No, didn't have much.
Right.
Thanks, Chase.
You know,
But you liked
I would
watching other
always
people.
like watch, like seeing happiness brought to my brother and sister's face.
I like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
too. Yeah, I
That's
like
the
giving
true
gifts.
spirit of Christmas,
I like
right
giving
there,
gifts.
It
man.
is.
You understand it at its core.
Yeah,
what it really
is
means.
that the true spirit?
That's
of
the true spirit.
I like opening the
it?
motherfuckers.
Everybody was just so miserable in my house that I was like,
I tell ya, I
my
never-
older brother and sister are finally, sort of happy. I think they
Yeah.
were realizing it a little heavier than I was.
Did the holidays bring stress to your family?
Everything was stressful in that house. When there's no money, it's always it's
Yeah.
always
Yeah, man,
stressful.
it's true
yeah.
that.
What did mom
You
and
know,
dad do?
Dad just did,
Yeah.
he
He
did
killed
mom.
people?
He did mom, and that was it.
That was all he did.
Times.
Fair.
He didn't do much else. Yeah, but
Yeah, my dad's a
Ma
deadbeat too.
was a teacher forever.
Really?
Yeah.
What is were these questions you were preparing? all
Hey,
week?
let's open presents, but first,
Oh, let me get to the core of Sonic.
All right, well,
is there some childhood
back the
trauma
way-
we should talk about before we get to the present opening?
yeah, no. I mean, there's too much. Well, you'll never open the present.
Lay it on me, dude.
You should You should definitely bring back From the Basement and do a Sonic sesh.
That would be fun.
What's from the basement?
That was Chase's
Me and you could just
interview podcast where it was just one-on-one him.
Oh, geez, that's intense with
Pretty
you.
intense.
Yeah,
Holy-
man.
And he'd
In the
go for
hot
like
seat.
2.5, 3 hours with everybody. It was the weirdest thing.
That'd
Just
be like
thinking he's
being
Joe
interviewed by
Rogan.
Morton Downey Jr.
Yeah, it was weird. It was fun though.
It was like
good.
That's
It was
crazy.
good.
It was good. It was
Like
fun.
you just hear like a siren in the background every time somebody adds a you know,
Yeah, whatever.
in the fashion of Richard Bay.
Zeb is opening the Christmas box.
Well, huge shout out to Santa Carl.
Santa Carl, thank
Santa
you,
Carl.
sir. We
Santa
appreciate
Carl.
it. I'm looking forward to it.
I don't, we've got some pretty cool listeners, friends
beers are
of
the
the
best.
show that are constantly surprising us with gifts and encouragement.
Yes,
Too bad it's not like me undies and
Hey,
shit.
that's important, man.
it is.
You
So
know, whenever you venture on to do something like this, it's not.
people
a
appreciate
lot of
it.
people
What?
hate on it.
Yeah,
It's true.
you know,
Yeah.
that's how
Like,
it goes.
why do you want a pie? Who are you to have a pie?
Yeah,
Right.
fuck you, pal.
Right? Who's this rosy Santa looking fuck?
I'd rather have Carl and Rudy than me undies, Chase.
Those are the
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want the true.
Those are the guys you
supporters.
need in your corner.
I had Rudy sent me a Triple B song right before we started this, and I want to play it on air. Is
Play,
that okay? Is
play
that
it into the microphone.
Yeah, are you prepared for that?
I am prepared.
Where did this song come from?
it came
Rudy.
from?
That's not what I meant. Whose song is it?
Nick Rudy's.
He made it.
Don't wanna close my eyes, drink my coffee, refresh my screen. It's the Triple B, and I don't wanna miss a thing. You're running 12 minutes late. A Christmas special is worth the wait, 'cause it's the Triple B, and I don't wanna miss a thing.
Holy
That was
shit.
a
Shout out to Nick Rudy.
that was amazing.
Drop the fucking mic.
That was tight, man.
Right?
Did-
Wow.
Ah, way to go, Nick Rudy.
Dude, did Rudy
That's a
just steal
banger.
Carl's present shine
No.
real quick?
No.
No, but kinda.
Chase will
It's,
do
It's
that.
Christmas. You know how Christmas goes.
We-
It's,
know,
families
that
We
put
set
me
them
in the
against
mood.
each other.
Yeah.
Now you lost the only two supporters you got.
Yep.
The only two
Good
people
job,
that
guys.
will listen to this podcast.
That was amazing, Rudy.
That was crazy.
You're
Way to
something.
go,
You're
Rudy.
That was
something
tight.
special.
We gotta get that clip.
You
so
got
we'll
something.
use it.
You're on your way.
Yeah, you should fucking go to
You're going to Hollywood.
What do you guys do for these guys, huh?
Fucking not a...
I blow
When they
him.
send
Okay,
in the-
first of
Oh,
all,
okay.
here, Abba, hand this over.
All right, well, that's Gresham.
Is this
This
going
is
to?
Bobby's swag bag.
That's after
All
a
right,
tuner.
swag
I
bag.
like this. I
Swag
like
bag,
this.
dude, and it's a functional
Christmas
bag
time.
too. You can
Christmas
wear that.
time.
Yeah, actually, it's a nice bag.
Oh, wow.
You can take that like to
Holy
the store.
moly,
and
this
shit.
is the best podcast I've ever been on, guys.
Put your groceries in that.
Yeah, dude. Put your 7-Eleven
smoke 'em.
snacks up
Put
in
your
that.
weed in that.
Holy moly, you guys got me stuffed. No way. This
Pass
is
it.
crazy.
That one's mine.
This is for Chase.
Yeah, I told you, Buddy the Elf.
Is
Santa, I know him.
I told you guys what my favorite thing was. I want to see you guys smile.
Yeah, I love
Aw.
There's so much stuff in
Holy
this box,
smoke.
I
Carl.
want to see you guys
This
smile.
is great.
Really?
This is great.
Carl
vibes.
is always outdoes himself.
You open yours first.
Smile for me.
Christmas vibes only. His isn't as exciting. It's just.
This is for Abba.
I'm just playing.
There's no way.
All right, all right.
Wait a minute. What?
That's tight.
Ted DiBiase?
That's tight.
I love Ted DiBiase.
The $1 Million Man.
$1 million man.
I got a pop.
Hell yeah.
41.
Boom.
Merry
Ted
Christmas.
DiBiase.
Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
Christmas vibes only.
And I got a book written by Ted DiBiase.
Yeah. Christmas vibes only.
What is a healthy church member?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Right.
I have no idea.
Well, it's my mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is she religious?
Yeah. And her husband.
Shout out to religious
Yeah.
people.
Let's pray at dinner. In
right.
public restaurants.
I got Marty McFly.
A McFly.
I love this. I
McFly.
love this. This is just. I have a bunch of toys. And you guys clearly,
Dude, we're all about toys. over here.
clearly knew that.
McFly.
It's all just toys.
All right, let's Chase, open yours.
Hold on. I want Sonic to
It's
finish.
just
He
this
had
is a
bad
huge-
Christmases.
This
you
is
know?
a huge bag full of stuff. I've never received this.
I've never gotten a gift.
What is this?
I've never won anything.
What is
This is a major reward.
That's a controller. You hook it to your phone. It's a Bluetooth video game controller.
And you can play the games on your phone?
Defender.
Yeah.
But with
No
a controller.
way.
Yeah, Sonic. You can play Sonic.
Holy crap.
You can play Sonic on your phone.
Sonic's go.
I've never heard that before.
Sonic Go.
It's
Sonic
crazy.
Red.
Yeah, nobody's ever made that joke. Huh?
Never.
Right?
Never.
Oh, dude, I'm an original motherfucker, dude. Yeah.
Oh, what is this? This is like a condom?
Yeah.
That's a wireless ergonomic mouse.
You can put that up here.
Oh, shit. Oh, I actually thought it was like a dildo or something.
It could be.
Yeah, whatever you want.
It's like in one of those nondescript boxes.
That would be weird.
Right.
Not that I know anything about
No,
sex
yeah,
toys.
yeah, yeah,
It was like
me
a
either.
fleshlight.
Yeah, not that my girl has to use one.
Yeah, it's a small flashlight. We figured you could just use a tiny one.
This is too big for me.
Dude, I had a friend
It's a
buy me.
fleshlight. I'd be swimming over
I had a
there.
friend from Japan that I went to college with, Eiji, and he was in town traveling the
Thank
United
you guys
States.
so much. The Triple B Pocket. Well, let me thank this.
Oh yeah.
me
I'll
finish
tell
this.
this story later.
No, tell it now.
Okay.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
guys.
Christmas,
Thank
Rob.
you, Triple
Yeah.
B.
Thanks
Merry
for being here, man.
I'm
That's
super
awesome.
happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Fuck. I'm glad you're here.
I'm so happy.
I'm your number one fan.
Who wants Skittles and who wants?
I want Skittles.
I'll take him in.
Are you a Skittles guy?
Yeah.
Or you?
All right. That makes perfect
Dude,
sense.
he's a fruity candy type of fella.
Are you really? Like you
Gummies?
Oh, yeah.
Runts?
Gummies and shit.
He like
You like runts?
Blue worms.
fruit
like
by the
rum?
foot.
Oh, fuck
Blue worms
Sour
and
Patch Kids?
octopuses.
Yeah, gummy sharks.
Oh my god.
Are you
Gummy
that guy?
sharks.
I will.
That's
fuck.
him.
What's
I
the?
could see that.
You put a gummy shark through the peach ring,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Is that the?
What
Yeah,
is-
yeah.
yeah,
Is
what
that
do you
a
call
thing?
that?
That combo
for him.
That combo's on.
Somebody-
try it out.
He does it.
Try it out.
I had a girlfriend one time that told me that my earlobes were like peach rings.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Those are some chewy ears.
I'd have been like, yeah, bitch.
She was getting down.
I was like, what
Now-
the fuck?
They're like sugar coated.
I don't want that.
Here, I'll take it.
You don't want that?
No, I want this. I
No, I
don't
mean,
want my
want the
earlobes.
sugar.
yeah. You don't.
No.
That's not a compliment. You
No, 'cause
you
they're
like.
I was like, ah, fuck. I
Oh, I got
giant,
fatty earlobes
giant
now.
fucking earlobes.
Fucking Dumbo over here.
I was like, cool.
I'd have been
I
like,
got another fucking
what do you
complex.
call those things where they put the guys, the cool
Gauges?
like tattoo
Oh, the
guys?
gauge, yeah.
Those are so lame.
Yeah, that's what I would think. Like,
Tattoo
oh,
guys.
picturing.
They,
Yeah.
they put those like dudes that have like bald heads and
Yeah,
tattoos.
yeah.
They put like
Yeah,
gauges
yeah.
in their ear.
Yeah, but you didn't even have to gauge your ears. For
no,
Both my-
Stereotyping.
naturally.
Both my eyeballs are twitching.
I would have been like, yeah, bitch.
Your eyeballs?
They sure are.
Both of them.
well, that's just
For
normal.
like
man.
24 hours straight. It's like weird. I think I'm gonna stroke
That's
out.
the new you,
Are
man.
you, are you gonna have a stroke?
I'm gonna have chest pains and shit.
that I had all the signs of a stroke.
Really? Fill me
Let me
in
t-
what
it's
they
not-
are so I can freak out because I think I'm having them too.
I had no idea.
All right. Let's
you're
hear
having
this.
I was actually in the hospital with somebody else who was sick at the time, and we were joking around with a nurse, me and this person who was bedridden.
Right,
You know? And
right,
they were
right,
like, Hey,
right.
take that guy's blood pressure. They took my blood pressure, and they were like, "You can't leave the
You
the
can't leave.
hospital.
Oh,
You-
Jesus.
Yeah, it was like Bronxdale.
180
They're like,
over fucking 100.
Now you can't leave.
Damn.
I gave you an opportunity to leave. Now you just can't leave. That's what they said.
But you,
I love
but
that
you
movie.
calmed down and everything was okay. Or?
Yeah, like when like the blood pressure was like through the roof, and you know they were like, "Oh, you could have a stroke.
You were just
You're
getting there.
having a stroke right
Yeah,
now." And I was
yeah.
like, "No, I don't feel it." And they were like, "Do you need any blurry vision, any kind of numbness or weakness in either side of your face?" And
Fuck.
then I went through like old pictures, and I was like, "I think maybe there. I think there's like a point. Like I like looked through old pictures on my Instagram, and I was like, that mouth doesn't look right there.
Like a little
Maybe-
strokey
yeah,
point.
because you can have like a
Yeah,
like,
minis.
You can have little ones,
Yeah.
and then like not one that knocks you completely on your ass, but you know.
Yeah.
So don't do
Yeah.
that. Don't have one.
Yeah, don't
Fucking
stroke out.
pig.
As long as you check your BP
I
and,
will.
and things like that, you know, you're good money.
Why don't you open your present there?
Why don't
From
you
Santa Carl.
shut the fuck up?
I'll mute your mic.
It's Christmas, Chase.
I can mute his
I
mic,
know.
though. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's Christmas, Sam.
No, what the fuck, bro? I was just kidding.
Christmas, Chase.
Kindness all around.
I didn't
please.
do it.
Christmas, Abba.
Hey guys, it's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Come
Jesus.
on.
on.
Jeez.
This is my favorite part of Christmas, seeing people
Oh,
get joy.
I really enjoyed watching you open yours too.
That
Yeah,
was,
it was
isn't it
nice.
fun?
Oh,
is fun.
Santa Carl. Oh, Santa Carl.
Oh my god!
What'd you get?
Wow, I've loved the movie Rudy.
Easy peasy. And it
Is
says
that Rudy?
Easy peasy.
A Rudy mug.
Is that Rudy?
That's Rudy.
That's Rudy.
That's not the Rudy.
Rudy.
It's Fat Rudy, right?
What?
From
Isn't
the
that fat?
movie.
Does he not know what's on the mug?
He doesn't know.
I thought that looks like
it's
that
probably
comedian.
not Rudy. That's
Not Jeff Ross, but the guy
no.
that rolls with him.
Oh shit! This is embarrassing.
David Tell?
This is
No,
Stranger
no.
Not David
Things,
Tell.
dude.
the dude from Stranger. Yep, you're right. Easy peasy.
Is that the comedian?
That's right.
It's the comedian, right?
I think he has done comedy,
That's
but he was God. What's
It
his
is
name?
Rudy.
Yeah,
He was
it's Rudy.
Rudy back
Yeah,
in
it's-
the original.
Yeah.
I follow
It's
him
Mikey
on
from the
Twitter.
Goonies.
No, it's
There.
Rudy. Rudy's my movie.
It's Sloth from the Goonies.
You see, everybody has his own Rudy, dude.
It's your own interpretation.
Not everybody ages like Clooney.
Well, I can't wait. To
Oh,
put coffee-
bars. He's just barring out for Christmas. Christmas bars.
Christmas bars. All right, I'm gonna open one.
Yeah, but you open
Do you
one.
have a connection to any bars? We'll talk off air.
There's the mug.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Nuka World from Fallout.
That's-
mug. Cool.
Is that what that is?
That's awesome.
Is that
yeah.
metal?
It's got a Nuka
It's
Cola.
like a,
Hey, why-
prison
why is
cup?
Like, yeah, it's
That's tight.
Why is Fallout like Fallout 76? What's going on with that?
It's
so
like
Fallout
open world.
76 is just their online version, basically.
It wasn't made in 1976?
Nope. I think it's supposed to be 2076 or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, because that was yeah. So you know how people do that in their emails.
So yeah, it's the tricentennial. So it's
Mine's
from
87.
1776.
I'm sure it is. Chase Gresham 87 at Hotmail.com.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, giving
my
out his
pass-
address.
my password is XIT49 Big Muff.
That's tight, Carl. Thank you.
GeoCities.
Yeah.
Hey, quick shout out to Carl, Nessa, Elijah, Prince, for all joining in on the live stream.
Hey
right now.
guys.
Are we getting some
You
people
guys
in?
are
We
here?
got 3 friends.
Those are the people who have actually chatted. I haven't said anything that they've chatted yet because I'm not good at multitasking.
Zeb, open one of yours.
Because you suck at everything.
Opening. Yeah, Mr. I don't do fucking anything on this show.
Whatever.
You just gave me the most fucking like cheesy
What?
80s whatever. Had
Whatever.
Whatever. Fucking sassy.
What do you guys think?
Man, your device is sick.
Yeah, give it back. Jesus Christ.
Well, you need
Santa,
Whoa, dude.
the fucking Christmas drives over.
Whatever.
The code drives over.
Oh,
Sonic.
dude.
Wow.
Dude.
What?
That's a Han
sick.
Solo mug.
Dude, that's
Fuck
got
yeah,
the
man.
Millennium Falcon.
With a Falcon
right
insert.
up
You're
in
going
it.
to drop loads in that cup.
What?
Straight up.
Why?
Why would he put it in his
Is that
mug?
what you think?
Then he's going to drink it.
All right, you went there. Hey, cheers, boys. Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
We all
Merry
got cups.
Christmas.
Carl,
Cheers.
cups. Cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers.
guys.
Cheers.
Thanks, Carl.
I want to say that the level of happiness that these presents brought you made my Christmas.
Well, good, man.
Wow.
It's making my Christmas too.
Well,
And
that's
I'm a
why
Krampus.
this is the
I'm a
Christmas
humbug.
episode. Yeah, you're
This is-
fucking grumpy
I'm
Gus.
Grumpy Gus.
Oh, why?
He just
I
is.
grew up without Christmas.
He was a new
Oh, so
one of those 7-day Advents.
Yeah, my mom was a Jehovah's Witness and shit, so it was no Christmas, no
birthdays.
birthdays,
That's
nothing
deep.
like that. Yeah, so then when it comes to like Christmas,
You're not allowed to
now,
have any fun?
No
We
fun.
weren't. No, and that was until
Oh,
I was like
what the-
12 or 13.
And then you were like, I'm
So-
having fun.
Just no
Yeah.
fun at all.
So then coming, you
And
know,
then he
as
started
an
doing
adult,
heroin.
As an adult, then like people really excited about Christmas. It was always weird to me, you know, because I just didn't
Yeah.
have that joy as a
Sure.
child.
Yeah, Christmas is good for the first, like,
Yeah,
31
12
years.
years
Yeah.
of your
I've
life.
had a great run.
It's important.
yeah. So
My mom
Chase-
still buys me a gang of presents.
Really? Like you go to the
I'm gonna
house
open
and
it
like,
up.
do you
yeah,
wear
yeah.
pajamas and
Oh,
stuff?
yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, dude.
I'm opening another.
So does
one.
Zeb. Zeb's got a strong family core.
Dude.
His
Fuck
mom
yeah.
and dad are still together and they love
Dude,
him.
Dude, what'd you get?
Carl,
true.
headlamps.
You need that.
What? I love headlamps, dude. I have headlamps, but I need them all the time. It's just great to have.
They are.
They are.
They're
You
a
need
good
something
thing
to
to
put on
have.
your head and look around.
Right.
In the
Good
dark.
for you.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
You're a construction worker.
Yeah, you should be using this.
I get
but
sick and tired of carrying a flashlight in my pocket.
I be using headlamps all
Wait,
day.
you don't use
Thank
a
you,
headlamp?
Carl.
I should, and I might.
Everybody
We
I
might
know that
borrow
works
it.
construction has a headlamp except this guy.
Yeah, you should get a headlamp, bro.
Headlamp is just, you know.
I'm a
it's thing you
phony.
need.
What happens if you got to use two hands?
Dude, Buddy the Elf.
He doesn't do anything with two
This-
hands.
I'm just spoiler.
Oh,
Just ride a bike
Hey,
with
There's
one
more.
hand.
Spoiler, everybody, if you don't want to hear this spoiler, go 15 seconds ahead.
What's it regarding?
This wrapping paper, Buddy the Elf, made my Christmas list. I'm just saying that. That's spoiler in my list.
Buddy
I
the
didn't
Elf.
get
Huge
you
spoil-
guys anything.
Huge if
That's
true.
okay, man. That's not what Christmas is about. We're not wanting anything. Your
I
presence
didn't
here
get
today.
you guys anything.
Did
I
he
think you
really-
being here is the gift, Rob.
Yeah,
He
man.
really
You
Because
are.
we
So
appreciate
That's
it.
what you say to like your cousin. That
Exactly.
You
but
don't
still,
really
come
like.
on.
Can I
Just
just
roll
get
with
some
it, dude.
rubber fashion sneakers?
Some rubber fashion sneakers. All
You
right,
get
now
shower shoes?
I'm a water sock connoisseur.
Are you going to prison?
Dude, I shower.
In the 80s. He's
Wait,
going to prison in the 80s.
Rubber fashion sneak. What did you say?
rubber fashion
fashion
sneakers.
sneakers.
That's what he thought it was.
Rubber fashion shoes.
I can't feel my face.
Rubber fashion sneaker.
Oh, those are sick, dude.
Dude, I'm going
Oh, I
to put
tried
on...
to take his present.
Dude, yep. That's the
Yeah,
danger.
you were asking about that Jersey
Smells
shit,
like
right?
Payless. Smells like Payless.
Dude, let me see
Size
that.
you up.
Water socks, huh?
Oh yeah, no, these are legit like
Dude,
you
Oh,
know
yeah.
Like aqua socks?
if we ever
Shower
go,
shoes.
if we
Those
ever
are
go
like-
on tour, bro,
yeah.
That's what you're peddling in.
44.
Do you guys wear shower
These are-
shorts?
In prison?
They won't allow
I
that.
don't know. You just you do
Well,
your-
okay,
you
just
do your
imagine my hands or my feet. Cluff, 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 cluff. Right?
What is the sound?
thing. Is that the sound you make when you walk? Yeah, are you the Gresham reindeer?
Prancing about.
Cloth.
Clump on your hooves.
Yeah, you're prancing around.
Dude, look how fashion forward my feet are.
What is the f part of cloth?
That's the sound I make when I walk.
Clough?
Is that the fart coming out as you're walking?
Dude, these,
Clough.
I might not
Oh
ever
my
take
gosh.
these off.
that should be your hands now.
Rubber fashion sneakers.
Well, how would you like?
Oh man.
What?
Here you go. Another
I'll put my
present.
steel toe boots inside of them.
Okay.
I didn't even finish my question.
I knew where you were
And
going.
he was mad about it.
He thinks
I'll put my boots wherever I want. Fucking ask about your boots.
Dude, if they're
care
danners,
about your
they're
boots.
danners, bro.
Hey, I want to see Zeb to open another.
All right,
Yeah,
hurry
come
up.
on,
Dude,
Zeb.
I'm
we
dying
need
to open
happiness
this.
from Zeb.
Hurry up!
Yeah.
I'm dying to open this.
Oh, they're yakking shoes, Carl says.
There you
Yakking.
go.
They
That's what you
fucking
need 'em
are,
for.
though.
What yakking? What is yakking?
I kayak.
Dude, I got an Admiral Akbar.
Yo, what the?
Yeah, dude.
Shut up.
I know.
Oh, he's a
yeah.
yakker.
The shock on his face
Yeah.
was fucking
You? I
priceless.
kayak hard out on the river.
Yeah, it's dope. I'm a model.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
It's weird.
Like a Victoria's Secret model.
Black Series? What'd you get?
Yeah, it's Admiral Akbar and
Fuck yeah.
First Order official
Let me
officer.
You're literally barring out, dude. We're like yak shoes, Akbar.
Yak shoes and Akbar.
Yak Shoe Akbar. That's
All
my
right,
name.
can I go? Can I go? Me next?
Yeah, go ahead. Thank you,
Fucking
Santa
time,
Carl.
man.
Hold on.
So you're into Akbar
knew
and
it!
he's into yak.
I knew it!
Together.
Breaking Bad official book.
This is sick.
Dude, I love this show so much.
Are you a big fan of Breaking Bad?
My favorite show of all time.
Because you like meth?
Yeah. I live in Greenwich. I've watched it 6 or 7 times all the way through. I used to go to bed to it every night until my girlfriend was
What,
like,
just one episode?
yeah. Until my girlfriend was like, we
opening.
can't watch Breaking Bad every night. I'm having weird dreams.
Breaking Bad and King of the Hill. Just all night on a
Yo,
loop.
that Breaking Bad episode where he's like trying to get away and he's like trying to convince his wife to just come on. Like,
Yeah.
and she's like, I'm not on board.
Oh, shit.
Skyler.
Oh, so much stress.
That's
Dude,
tight,
so
man.
much stress. Look at that photo. Dude.
What is that?
Video game history. Game on.
Oh, that's
This
tight.
is great.
That
This
is.
is
I don't want to cheer for one person's prison.
No, it's okay. That one deserves a.
That one, that's
tight,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
1980.
Low key, put that down and look the other way.
Dude, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, right.
Walter White's my hero, bro.
This is the heaviest.
Carl.
Like this is.
This is crazy.
This has to be lead because it's the heaviest thing I've ever.
Is it mine?
No.
It's
Damn
the
it.
Book of Led Zeppelin.
These are all like important games.
It feels like a book, but it's so heavy.
No, that's he just
That's
got you a
the Book
brick.
of Mormon.
He got you a brick.
It might be 2 bricks in a book cover.
This is ridiculous.
And you're all like, oh, I guess
my
I got to
God.
throw this through a window
2 bricks
now.
in a book cover.
This is the best Christmas ever, guys. I'm tearing up.
Me too.
I mean, it's definitely the best Christmas I've ever had.
Man, I wish we had a candle light.
I'm sure you do.
You know, just a nice fucking, like a nice lavender.
You didn't hit the $10 sell?
What?
You didn't hit the
Yeah,
$10
you're the one
sell?
with all the candles, apparently.
No, I do have them, but you guys have
She
to
didn't
come
bring
over.
one.
Yeah, you need to start keeping a few in your truck.
We
Yeah,
gotta
you-
come over.
Yeah, you can come over to the house.
Light a candle.
This
I got a really just bought a brand new
Whoa.
couch.
this
Dude,
is
What is that?
this is the
Shit.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe
Wow.
mini comic collection.
Yo,
Oh,
you're
shit.
killing me right now.
Damn.
That's sick.
Feel
I was
how
the
heavy
biggest,
this is.
Damn.
I was the biggest Masters of the Universe fan.
Every day.
That's got
Dude,
more pages
He-Man
than
every
a
day.
Bible.
Me and my sister, one of my fondest childhood memories was going out into the snow and building Eternia.
That's awesome.
We built Eternia.
That's
we were out
tight.
there for 12 and a half hours in the freezing cold
And that New York
building
snow.
Eternia. Yeah,
Holy
no, this was
shit,
actually
man.
DC.
Castle
when we did that.
Grayskull and
You know, I'm from different parts of
Sorry.
the East Coast.
You could
Not just
legit
from
kill
Jersey,
someone
buddy.
with that.
In my mind, you're strictly from Jersey. And
Of
you
course.
like Kaiser rolls.
I'm from the Met.
That's it.
Why Kaiser rolls?
Just Kaiser rolls.
We just call them rolls.
You love Kaiser rolls.
We just call 'em
You like
rolls.
the yeast on the bottom. You like seeds on the bottom.
Nah, I mean, that's
Carl.
not- That's not Kaiser roll.
Carl, you're the best, bro.
It's got the yeast. It's got the powder.
All right, the powder.
Elijah says, "Yo, Carl, how do I get on your Christmas list?"
You don't.
It's got the pinwheel on top. Kind
That's
of
right.
Thank
that's
you,
right.
Carl,
Sorry.
for real. That was amazing.
Carl,
man.
you've made these guys the happiest I've ever seen them.
Do I have
crying.
anything else?
This is the first time I've met.
but it's that. But I was sad
Day-
an hour
day of.
ago.
yeah.
Hey, when you saw me earlier,
There-
I was
Dude, you
sad.
were sad.
There is also
Sad.
a variety of Moose Munch flavors
Pass
and
that,
Swiss
pass that.
Miss.
What's Moose Munch?
And,
Oh, dude, you got to try it. Bring it over.
Like
Fire-
on the radio
Yeah,
show,
let's fire
just
it up.
chew into the mic.
He's fucking the worst.
Let's fire it up.
Yeah, you're doing
Throw it
you-
over. Throw it over.
Hey, you gotta you're blonde and redhead.
Yeah, I'm like a weird
That's
fucking.
a band.
Yeah.
and balding.
Yeah, blonde redhead.
That's dick.
That's ill. It's
Man,
giving
somehow
you a
like
look.
I am getting thin. Shit, I need to go on Propecia, but I don't want to like completely kill
go
my
on
dick.
it. I have to go on it.
Go
Like,
on,
Propecia.
Go on it.
Yeah, man.
Join hair club for.
So there's 3 different kinds of Moose
Pass
Munch.
it.
Which one do you want?
I want the classic.
Well, this isn't it.
Okay. What's that one?
There you go. Now
Cookies-
it sounds like
cookies and
Christmas in
cream.
my house.
Cookies.
Dark
and cream?
chocolate peppermint.
No.
What?
Hot chocolate.
No, what was the first one?
It was.
What was the
I
first
don't
one? Hold on.
remember.
The first one was Dolce de Leche.
I want that one. I want that
Oh,
one.
Dolce de leche.
Yeah.
Do you know what
That's
Dolce
that
de
smooth
Leche
caramel.
means?
It's fucking caramel and fucking
Did
Italian.
you say caramel?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a nice way to do it.
Right?
Not
No,
bad.
you say caramel.
A nice drizzle, dude.
Caramel. Caramel. It's
Give me that
like The
caramel.
Walking Dead.
What do you say, crick or creek?
Creek.
It's a crick, baby.
You
Come on,
fucking
son.
backwater
Nobody
hillbilly.
says crick.
Welcome to Gresham.
Crick.
That motherfucker.
It's a crick.
He says crick and woof. I saw a woof.
Really? Do you really? You don't pronounce the L?
Hulk
No,
Hogan.
yeah.
Wolf.
Hulk
What-
Hogan.
Say Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, I grew up at the base of Mount St.
Huck?
Helens, bro. What do you
Do
want?
you say
from me?
Huck Hogan?
Yeah.
Hulk.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Wait, is it like a popcorn
Oh,
thing?
that's a nice fucking.
Yeah, I can't. I don't really do the popcorn. That's why I didn't know what Moose Munch was. I thought it
Yeah.
was like.
Yeah, it's like
All right, give me one kernel.
it's like a glorified. What was that stuff called? Jack something. Jack
There's
something.
sugar
Cracker
in that.
Jack.
Yeah,
Cracker Jack.
Cracker Jacks.
Caramel corn.
God.
The word recall.
Hey, I
so
like
it's
it.
not what it used to be.
That's good. Yeah, no, me neither.
That's fucking nice.
Once you hit like 35, you start losing it.
That's
The
nice.
words start going.
Yeah, it sucks to be a rapper.
Yeah,
at
but
this
do you
age.
want
That's
the
a nice
peppermint
caramel.
or the hot chocolate one?
I'll do whichever, man. You get the
Right?
choice.
That's a nice Italian caramel.
It's not Italian.
It's Italian. Come.
You fucking
Caramel.
moron.
It's a major reward.
Fragile.
Major reward.
He did write that on the box. There's a fragile sticker, and he wrote, "Must be Italian."
Nice.
Wow. You can't make this shit up, Rob.
So
You can't.
I kind of need to know why you think caramel No, you got me saying it. Caramel is Italian.
Dude, because I'm a fucking retard. Can you say that?
I mean,
You can. I mean, you're not
Yeah,
supposed to, but
yeah.
you can.
it's not really accepted.
No,
language.
it's not PC, buddy.
Fuck. I'm not
I
smart.
grew up on a creek. Wait, I can't.
Crick. Yeah,
can't.
so you can't even do it.
Grew up on a
It's-
crick.
Did you
Too
get a
natural.
creek in your neck?
Almost choked.
Or a crick.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
A crick in the neck.
And a crick in my neck.
I want to do drugs.
Do you call it crickets?
Yeah.
Crickets. Do you guys want to talk some
wireless.
stuff? Do you
Yeah,
guys want
let's-
to talk some?
Let's get on.
Sure.
Let's get on track here.
We
Hey, let me use your device.
our list is
Gotcha.
a mess of.
Yeah, because we didn't talk about
I can't believe
anything last
there's no
episode.
vape charger in this podcast.
Dude, you know what?
Up our game.
Real quick, yesterday, a guy that was in here in the studio handed me his USB drive to pull beats off of, and it was a fucking Juul charger. And I plugged it into every port on my computer, going, it won't load. And then
Was
I
he-
looked at it, and I was like, oh, Jesus.
Was he yanking your chain? Or
No,
was
he
just made a mistake.
He handed me the wrong
Oh,
one.
If that was a practical joke, I would have given that dude the biggest high
Yeah,
five.
I'd be the idiot, but instead
I'd be
he's
like,
the idiot.
Hey, buddy, here.
And I'm still an idiot, too.
You're
Yeah.
just- and I'm over in the background like, I'm paying $20 an hour for this.
Dude, Sonic, what do you think about these Ultra Boosts? These are pretty sick, right?
That's sick.
Give a shit. Did you guys know True Detective Season 3 is coming with Mahershala Ali?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm behind the times with True Detective.
So
I
am
know it's an amazing
I had no
show.
idea.
But
I know it's an amazing. I've never
the
even
first
seen
season,
one.
Oh, shit.
First season is amazing. Second
guys-
season
It's a
fucking-
piece of shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, don't watch it.
Yeah. So I don't know if I have.
Are
a lot
you
of faith
serious?
In a
Yeah,
third.
Yeah, Season 2
don't
is,
like it?
is not worth. Don't even watch it.
First season, it doesn't. They're complete, right? So season 1 and season 2 don't even.
They're complete, just so you know. That's what that means.
Oh, you know,
It's a
I
complete
don't
season.
like that.
No.
No, yeah, it's like American Horror Story. Like each
Right.
season is different.
different
And this,
thing.
Yeah.
But this has different actors and everything. So the first
not even the
season
same
was
show.
fucking amazing.
See, I can't do popcorn because then I get like the kernel like
Yeah, it's-
in my throat.
Yeah.
Not to mention with
You
some of
gotta
that
practice. You gotta
caramel.
practice.
It's the worst. It could be there for hours.
You got to
too.
eat a lot of them. You want some water, man?
It's like when you're like,
Here.
get a pubic hair in your mouth.
Yeah, I
you
know all
You're
about
gonna open
that.
his water for him.
Your throat?
God, you're a
And
sweetheart.
then the
I'm good.
kernels in your teeth.
I'm good. I don't.
Just making an
trying to
observation.
force feed you water.
Put in his face more.
I'm fucking good.
They call me the water fairy, bro.
Never heard that, but I'm sure they do. Positive.
How aggressively call me the water fairy?
I'm positive at work you're called the water fairy.
He's blowing a gasket over here.
He's lost it.
All right, we're good. We're back. We're back. We're back. Goose rubber.
Chocolate, dark chocolate.
Don't eat on the
peppermint.
mic.
Moose munch.
Yeah, that shit is pretty good.
I feels like I got a vagina hair.
That was a good laugh.
You
I
might.
needed a good
Oh
laugh.
wait, your mom is listening.
Well, you know.
Like,
Hey, Maria,
Sorry,
if you're
Mom.
listening, fucking turn it off.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I love you,
No,
Maria.
don't be
Can
so
I get
mean.
some
If
of
she
that
wants to
pasta?
listen, she can.
Gonna make her drink water next.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, here's your cup of water.
water.
Francisco.
The
chimed
water
in.
fairy says so.
Francisco says dropping hard R's.
Yeah, Chase, drop the hard R.
Whatever, dude. Just
Can't
because
do that
Wow,
anymore.
everything's going bad over here.
Yeah.
It's going south real quick. That's how it goes, and then we got to wrap it up.
Call the ambulance.
I was so scared my kid was gonna have Down syndrome. Is that fucked up?
What?
And you're
That
what?
just came. I mean, why?
I just was scared about it.
Because he's like Forrest Gump.
Don't they have like tests?
You used to say you really wanted a kid with Down syndrome. Are you saying you wouldn't have loved him the same?
I don't know. I don't know.
That might make you a bad person.
Really?
Let's no,
Of
not
course you would.
Not fucking really, Sonic. Not really. Of course. Let's move on, please.
Dude,
Let's move on.
if you had a kid
Not really. All
who
seriousness.
was born with a
I think
def-
we
I
gotta
would
get into
love
it.
the fuck out of the kid.
you would absolutely love
Yeah.
the kid.
Remember when
100%.
Sabella was like, "Oh, is that the kind of podcast this is?"
Yeah, he got really turned around.
Oh, dude.
It can be
Yeah.
having a guest can be difficult.
All right. What should
Yeah.
we?
I did a podcast.
Oh, how was
recently.
that?
How was that?
There was
Super
a lot
high.
of talk about marijuana legalization.
Did you get blasted on there?
No, it was a phoner.
Boring.
And he was all like, "Hey, dude, I heard you love the smoke." And I'm like, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
It
I
helps
felt
me
like
get through the
I
day.
like felt like I had to, take a firmer stance than I normally like to in a
Right,
political
right.
conversation.
Hey, Rob, you like water?
Well,
Water
you
fairy.
coming to you. I mean, yeah, I love it.
Just force feeding just the water boy over there.
What kind of pH level do you like, Sonic?
Hey, you know what? Actually, speaking of that, that's actually a wonderful segue.
Yeah.
I found out that the water that comes out of the showers in Portland, Oregon, is some of the worst in the country.
Oh yeah, our water system.
Did you know about that?
Really?
Ain't that pretty?
You ever feel dry?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, my
I
God.
lotion. I baby oil.
I'm from the East Coast, where it's like,
Weird.
you know, winters are terrible. Like, and I come. It's not really. It gets cold here, but not to that extent.
Right. It's a
My
different
skin
kind of
is
cold.
sucked. Like oh, I'm big on that. Like my skin sucks here.
I mean, it could be like the humidity.
I've dealt
or
with
something
dry
as
skin my
well,
whole
you know?
life too.
Uh-huh.
Like I've
No,
always had
it gets pretty humid on the East Coast.
It's just the
especially
shitty
in
water,
New York.
huh?
Oh, dude, New York's
It's the
a swamp.
water.
I mean, it's
Weird.
probably it's definitely treated differently
You talking
Because
shit
we
about
have
our
the-
water?
because we have the
Well,
bull
yeah.
run.
Yeah,
Because it
what's-
comes.
Doesn't New York have like some of the nicest water?
Believe it, well, the Bronx specifically in the 5 boroughs has the best because it's right up there by the Catskills.
Okay.
So
Fair.
it comes to us before it gets. What really is messed up in New York is
Is
the
that why
pipes.
the bagels are so fucking
Yes,
Are the
the
pipes
water
rusted?
is
That whole
affects the
thing?
pizza taste and the bagels.
right?
Yeah, it only gets really fucked up when you're like on a 6th, like me. I lived on the 6th story of a building for my entire life,
Those
basically.
rusty pipes.
And it was just those old ass pre-war pipes.
I see. That's what worries me. Like tap water. It's not the water so much. It's how many miles of pipes.
Is it going?
How old are the like?
A lot.
I don't know.
Well,
You know what I
that's
mean?
the thing, but I don't know what the percentage of properties are in Portland that are like pre-war or how long they've
A
been
lot.
here.
I mean, there's a lot of. Old
Well,
fucking
regardless,
homes.
there's been a bad lead. Like all the schools came out.
Yeah,
and had lead
yeah,
in their
yeah.
water
No,
last a year or 2 years
I
ago.
looked into it because I was like, man, like I was like having to put on lotion like 40 times a day. I was
Me
like,
too.
What is this? And then like I would wake up and it like somehow the lotion wouldn't absorb. It was just sort of
Just-
there still.
That's
like I'm
interesting.
rubbing
Like
it to get it
sunscreen?
in there. Yeah,
Just
like,
fucking
yeah.
dry white.
And yeah, I looked it up, and there's apparently this. It's mainly the stuff that's coming out of the showers.
Weird.
Interesting.
Weird.
And,
Like it's yeah.
yeah,
Were you here when we had the boil water order because somebody shit in the reservoir or whatever happened?
Oh, they pissed in the.
It was like a few
reservoir,
years
that's
ago,
right.
right? We were still living
There was like
together.
there was like 3 days where we weren't allowed to drink the tap water.
No,
It
I
was-
didn't get
And
that.
it was like fucking Armageddon. All the grocery stores were like,
Was there like a run on the water?
yeah, there was
Yeah,
no
no,
water anywhere.
No, it
that
was
happens a
kinda
lot
tight.
back home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
fantastic.
you know.
Well, you guys had the blackout.
snowstorms and blackouts.
You were there for the blackout.
Yeah,
How was that?
snowstorms. It was good.
It was a good time.
Yeah,
Roll on.
it actually
Blackouts?
was. It was. We just sort of all emptied out into the streets, and everybody got drunk,
Oh,
pretty
that's
much.
nice.
You know.
That's all you could do.
Well,
when
that's
the power's
really all
out.
you can do is
Get
like
drunk.
you know, because you're not gonna go to a restaurant. What are you gonna get? You know, everything's going bad. Everything was free, and except the liquor. And
right.
you know, one thing about New York, you know,
Just get
plenty
hammered.
of bars with liquor.
Plenty of bars.
So everybody just sat around by candlelight and got drunk.
Sounds awesome, actually.
Chase loves candles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you would have it. but
And you have
have
to talk to people because there's nothing. You're just like you can read a book.
You know, that's funny.
Real social engagement.
Well, we're a social people. New Yorkers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
true.
We're
More
by
so.
by nature.
I would love to just talk like fucking fire station shit. Like what
What?
What?
like talk about like fucking whatever.
No.
Being a firefighter and shit.
You wanna sit in candlelight and talk about being a firefighter?
Do you want to be a firefighter?
Yeah, bad.
It would be
Secretly.
pretty tight.
Really?
You can literally
You just
volunteer and do it.
volunteer. You just go do that.
Really?
There's nothing stopping you.
Dude, the other day
You don't have to apply or anything.
The other day,
You
I
can
was
just go fight a
Absolutely
fire.
nothing.
Dude, check
Just
this
go
out.
to
Check
the
this out.
fire
Check this
and
out.
fight.
I was doing the pour at the new Gresham High School. No joke. And all Gresham jokes aside, and there's a massive crane, right? And the fire department was there
A pour.
doing.
You were doing a pour.
Yeah.
You were doing
Slabs.
something.
It was
sounded
after
like
Deadheaded.
I was doing a porn into the Gresham
Doing a
High
porn.
School.
That's what it's called. It's like construction talk,
I
dude.
know.
It's tight.
I
And then I 10-8'd out of there. But there's a massive crane, right? Because it's like a big job and shit. You know those big cranes, and they
Yeah,
put
yeah,
Christmas
doing
trees
a
on
big
them and
job.
Christmas lights. It's fucking tight. It's festive as
I
fuck.
do like what y'all do with the cranes out here.
It's cool as fuck.
I like that.
It's cool as
shit.
fuck. It's cool as fuck. Anyways, the Gresham fucking fire department was there doing drills on how to, if you had a stroke up there or you know something happened,
What?
and how you repel. They were repelling
I think he
people
was
down.
directing that at me.
No, me. Me. They were rappelling people like on a gurney,
Oh, really?
like down the crane with ropes. I was like, I could do that. Fucking sign me up.
You couldn't do that
You
though.
think you can do that?
If it happened on the
Have you
weekend,
ever
it would be a
rappelled?
weekend at Gurney's.
Oh, killed it.
Had to get one in there.
Thanks. I like a nice
I'm
pun.
just gonna
Moving
turn off the
on.
lights
I like-
and run. It's like weekend at Gurney's.
Hey,
Chase
that's my
Chase
one.
is a fan of a pun. So
Yeah.
Chase is a
I
pun
like
guy.
a nice pun, dude.
Do you?
I do. Hey,
Yeah.
nice pun.
Puns and buns.
It was worth it. Oh yeah. What is that?
That's an Apple Watch.
Cut.
Not a big deal. It's 4 Series.
It makes his text messages even less readable.
Yeah. You can't
I like the way you dripped that on me. You were like,
check it out.
"What up, kid?"
Check this out.
Like what?
$500 watch. Not a big deal.
And it looks like an old Casio watch.
I hope you never get real money.
Oh,
You're
dude.
such a dick.
It'll be gone.
I hope we all get.
It'll be
I hope
gone.
everybody in this room gets so much
I
money.
do.
You know what?
Money.
Yeah.
You're right.
And we
I
can
don't- I
all
don't-
fucking hang out.
I've had too
barbecue
much
and
trouble
shit.
in my life to be like, yo, I hope I don't get any.
Let's just eat
Let's
meats and hang
all
out.
get as much money as possible
like
and
that.
become the biggest dick.
Give
like
money.
Please. Please.
I know, right? Why not?
Well,
and just
maybe
eat.
not become,
A dick.
like.
But
some people with money become pretty.
Fucking
happens.
cocksucker.
Crazy.
Have you ever experienced like a friend who's gotten money and became a dick? Specifically, like
Trying to think.
How about specifically nothing? How about that?
I don't. Yeah.
no,
there's
no specifics.
specifics to that.
I don't know. I'm just trying to fucking find out who Rob Sonic is.
I
What
mean,
does that have to do with it?
yeah, no, I think everybody I know that has become successful in their lives. I mean, I've been around long enough. We probably all know successful people.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they've been relatively
Cool.
responsible with the way that they act towards the rest of us
Well,
folk.
that's nice.
I mean, if you're
That's
a
common.
good person before you have money,
Yeah.
you can still be a good person.
Yeah,
after.
you know the examples we see of like the massive like 2% or whatever 1%.
Right.
You know those are guys that are just they probably didn't know how to be a good person.
Yeah.
You know,
They had to be a dick to
just
get there.
that driven.
Yeah,
You know?
born into it, whatever. Shit's
Small
weird.
$1 million loan.
Yeah, that New York money is fucking no joke.
Something else.
No, it's not a joke.
That's
There's big money there.
yeah.
Well, now that I'm depressed again,
People will die.
There's big money here too, though.
There's, but New York's a different thing.
It is, but it's just because there's more people. Well, that's not true because Manhattan's got all that. Manhattan is crazy to us.
It's nuts.
You know, from the outer boroughs, we look at that shit and we're just like, oh my.
Dude, when I first saw that shit, I was in New York probably like 5 years ago or whatever the fuck. And I remember like we flew into Jersey and then we went through the tunnel, right?
Uh-huh.
And it was nighttime, late. New York doesn't sleep apparently.
No,
I didn't get this memo. But
you didn't
it's
get
called
that
the city
I
memo.
didn't
that
fucking
never
know.
sleeps.
It was
It's
fucking
literally called that.
That's the nickname.
right. I never
I
fucking,
didn't get that memo.
I never fucking put two and two together. You
They
know
also
what I-
have very large apples.
But yeah, dude, we get there and we fucking turn down the street and it's just like, raw, like
Huge, man.
Vegas, fucking nut.
And
It
it's
was like-
different now.
it was
It's-
crazy.
It's like tame.
It was
compared to what it was.
overstimulating to me.
It was
back
a
then,
lot.
when it was like 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah,
Oh, I
where you're
loved
just
it.
like, holy
That was
shit,
like
that's
that's
a lot.
that's like your
Cool.
dream is to like be successful enough to move into Manhattan.
Right. That shit's crazy though, dude. Like,
It is.
It is definitely intense to people that haven't experienced. If you see it as a kid, you're like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then you're
yeah,
like
yeah.
a kid, so everything's crazy.
that city's just
Like you see like a
there's nothing
tree,
like
and you're
it.
like, that's a great. Like when I saw the redwoods for the first time.
yeah.
Fuck me up way worse than
Really?
seeing New York.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I
I
was
believe
like,
it. Different
get the
perspectives,
fuck outta
man.
here.
See, I came
that
from
fucking
the
thing
woods.
falls over like the whole like it's breaking everything.
Yeah.
There was a fucking
Yeah.
cow pasture outside my high school window.
That's in comparison to the redwoods. A cow
I'm just
pasture?
saying, dude. Like that doesn't happen in Brooklyn.
No. No. There's no cow pastures in Brooklyn. I mean, there might be now. I don't know. Brooklyn's a different
Yeah,
area
that's
now.
true.
You know what I'm saying? Might be, there
Might have
might
some
be
Some
Some
urban
guys
urban farming.
brought in.
Is the Bronx still like rumble in the Bronx?
Yeah, I mean, it's still, because it's kind of, all that stuff is sort of dictated by the location and convenience to Manhattan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
everybody works in the city. So,
Right.
like, I sort of witnessed it go crazy in Brooklyn and Williamsburg and all that. I saw that actually go crazy. And what originally did I hit you?
No, you're good. I've just been laughing so much. My nose
What
is
happened
running.
there was that the artists in the East Village and Lower East Side, maybe not as high up as the Lower East Side, but the East Village, were getting run out by rising prices,
Right.
And they didn't have any play because it used to Manhattan parts of
Gentrification.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Well, and leases were turning over, like
should just-
100-year leases were breaking, so.
Saw
Whenever
these a
that
long
happens,
time,
things
yeah.
buildings go up, and
Yeah.
people are unless you're grandfathered in and blah blah blah. But that was basically how that started. Was people that were already in New York in the East Village and Lower East Side going to some place that was relatively close to where they were, and they couldn't afford to stay anymore.
Yeah.
So what became a massive gentrification scene didn't necessarily start out like that.
Right.
It just came, because it used to be a place that was affordable for artists.
Right.
Which is a lot like what's happening in Portland.
Right,
now.
and that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. See, the scope of how
It's way
neighborhoods
smaller,
change aren't necessarily always just a bunch of shitty landlords that know that they
Yeah.
can get 5,000 a square foot.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Sometimes it happens a lot more harmlessly.
Did you ever get to experience like, I don't know, I mean like Cro-Mags or like Minor Threat in
I
DC?
did.
or Bad Brains and shit?
I was a little young. I was sort of in the middle of all that.
Okay.
Like I was in DC at a time when like Cro-Mags were really popping, but I'd have plenty of people,
Yeah.
that were in the scene.
'Cause
And
that scene
same
was
thing
fucking
with
intense.
the hardcore scene.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, the hardcore straight.
Yeah,
scene
yeah.
was no
Shout out to everybody in that. That's,
Yeah.
I got people that are still, like good friends of mine that were really heavier than I was into it.
I mean, I was into it as a kid. Just I don't know why that shit. I was just
Yeah.
into that music or whatever.
I
but
mean, that should get you going.
yeah, dude.
You know why?
Oh yeah.
Fucking get you going.
Yeah,
Get you
yeah.
fucking- let's go.
What's the fucking lead singer for the Cro-Mags? What's his name? Fucking fuck.
Didn't they just put out a movie?
Dude, he's
He
yes,
did, right?
He
just
did.
The,
Like this
Godfathers of
yes,
hardcore. Right?
yes,
Ah.
and
Yeah.
he just put out a book like that. Oh, what is it? The
Yeah,
positive.
I forget his name. I know his name, but I forget his name.
He's like an ultra marathoner and shit. And he does like crazy. He's nuts. Like
yeah.
he's a hard. Like he's yeah. Anyways, let's get back to the
But
list.
an ultra marathoner?
I somehow
He's like a
ultra
does the Ironmans and all that crazy shit.
I somehow missed the Minor Threat and Fugazi thing
Fuck,
down there because I was
Yeah.
up there.
Right.
But then I somehow missed that because I was down there.
Fuck.
So
Yeah, yeah.
it was like I was torn between two lovers,
But what about like the
feeling like a
the
fool.
early years of hip hop in the Bronx? And
Yeah,
all that?
I was around. I was around I was there when it first started getting played and on the radios and all that, where like you could hear hip hop for 1 hour.
Shit's fucking crazy.
That's
hip
it.
hop hour.
Right.
1 hour.
That's it.
Right.
Specialty shows like
Was it like late at night?
in
shit,
DC it would
or-
be like Frank Ski, and then in New York it would be like Chuck Chill Out and Red Alert and all those guys.
That's fucking cool.
So you would just get tapes.
Right.
Wherever you were
Right.
on the East Coast, you would just get tapes because it would just in Philly too. I had family in Philly as well, and New Jersey.
Yeah.
So dudes
Shout out
was
to
doing-
Bishop I. Sorry.
Shout out!
Shout out.
Shout out!
No, this-
is that what we're doing? Is that what we do?
This is the
Yeah.
shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out!
Yeah,
Say
shout
But
out.
somebody's name
yeah,
and
but, like
say
people
shout
would just
out.
like the radio stations. You would have to record everything
Right.
on your tape
Playing
and
the
stay up.
DJ like, oh, okay, time to hit record.
Yeah, and
Right.
if your man had it and you missed it,
Like what we
you'd
did
get
when I was-
clowned to be like, you suck.
When I was like writing that, 8th grade, that when I was discovering punk rock or music, like felt like I was the only person that knew that shit, that
Right, right.
feeling, we would just fucking record VHS, like music, like because music videos were big then, right? So like Refused and Rancid and like all this shit, and we just fucking, and watch.
Yeah, well, you have to hit the record and
You'd
play
have two
button at the same
VCRs,
time.
yeah, play and record at the same time and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
classic.
crazy.
It's just like,
When I was so young, I saw the inception of that stuff, like Beta
And that's, like-
VHS.
right.
Do you know how expensive those things were when they came out?
Oh yeah, and then like look at how much trouble we went through to just have
crazy.
entertainment. And now entertainment is so readily available in all forms of any kind.
It's
our
crazy.
pocket.
And it
And
used
this
to
has
be
happened over like since the
20
40 years.
Yeah,
Right. Our
40
whole-
years. I remember before any of that.
Yeah.
You
It's
know what I'm
all.
saying?
I mean, the
You
world.
got your music from the radio
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
going to a record store. That's it.
That was it.
That's the only
Yeah.
access you had to music.
Right.
I mean,
And
dude,
And
now
I-
it's
entertainment was going to the fucking theater. Like,
Right.
or entertainment.
I remember like
The movies.
Sam, like we had like Sam
moving
Goody,
pictures.
right?
the talking.
Arr. Sam Goody, right? We all remember Sam Goody.
Yeah.
and
Sam
all
Goody,
that.
the
That's
CD
Sam
store.
Goody.
Fuck yeah.
Dude,
Tape
it was
store.
such a treat going in there. You know what I mean? It's like I had $20, and it's like I got to pick one fucking CD.
So it
they
was
cost-
important.
The
What you-
Wiz and
Yeah.
before
What
that, Crazy Eddie in New
What
York.
the fuck you pick is like
It
super
was important what you got, and you had
You
the
check the
fucking leaflet
posters.
where you would pull it out and you read the lyrics
Right.
and you'd look at fucking who produced what, and then you'd see that
That was
on
part
other
of it.
shit. Like
Yeah.
you know, yeah, it was a whole experience
just-
listening to it. Now
I was just reading an article on Rolling Stone about that, like about how that has been removed.
Yeah, it's just
The
not there
experience. And here I went and I had this great, piece of art done for Defender.
Right.
And I was just like,
It's so great.
Little did you know,
It's fucking
yeah,
unbelievable.
you needed 15 pieces of artwork done for every single. You know,
or,
like it's
or
fucking-
just
whatever.
it's just but it I think it achieved what I was looking for. You know
Who
what I'm
did
saying?
who
And
did
there's
that
still-
art?
Dave Correa.
Okay.
He's
it's,
an amazing
it's
artist.
tight, man. It
Yeah,
looks
it's
Yeah, no,
unbelievable.
that I was like, you know what? I will always.
amazing piece.
It will always. I don't care if how digital things get. Like our
Right,
brain
right.
is our phone now, right?
Right. Of course.
So I will always try to at least maintain some sort of semblance to what I grew up on.
And people still I still love listening to a full album. You know, like there's something
Me
really
too.
nice about that.
That's-
And I think
that's-
a lot of people do. And it'll probably make its way back.
It
too.
has. I mean, vinyl has made a huge resurgence, and there's a
That's
reason
true.
why all the retro shit is so fucking popular.
What do you guys
And-
think about
And
tapes?
expensive. I love tapes.
Dude,
Just
yeah.
bought a cassette player.
Did you?
Huh.
Dude,
I have one. but
Really
I didn't-
moving
I didn't-
forward.
I didn't. I just have it from when I had it.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
I have
enough.
none of my old shit anymore.
I wish. I
All of
went
it's
through so
gone.
many fucking Walkmans and fucking tape
Oh
recorders.
man, the
my first
tape collection I
Discman.
left in New York. Oh,
Yeah.
Can only imagine.
Yeah.
Dude, it sucks. I just got rid of like 600 CDs.
Yeah.
It was like my life's collection. I
Sucks. You
was
should have
like,
kept them.
nah, too much, too bulky.
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, just fucking time to let
I've
it
only
go.
ever purchased maybe 20 CDs in my life.
You remember the booklets you used to keep, like Pog booklets, but there were CD booklets.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I got into
A
CD
CD
so
booklet.
late.
Yeah, me too. I was
Yeah.
super
We're
late.
big
to it.
on 'em.
Late, bro.
See, but like, I missed vinyl, right? I was born in '87.
So you really missed vinyl.
I mean, yeah, for the most
yeah.
part,
I
yeah.
know CDs took over, and I want to
CDs
say
were-
'92.
And that was
right?
when I was old enough
92.
to ride a
Oh.
bike and listen to MC Hammer. and
maybe
shit.
'89.
Yeah, it was late 80s.
Late 80s, early
Tapes,
90s.
Are
I'd
you the
say.
reason?
Yeah.
You
He
were
did it.
born, and they were immediately like,
They're
"Let's
like, no.
change the format."
This isn't good enough
how
anymore.
people listen to that music.
Yeah. I'm the.
Which it actually is like
I
the
am
worst
the problem.
format. It could scratch there. You had to, a Walkman. You didn't have to have a 9-second anti-skip mode.
That
Yeah.
shit
like,
skip,
fucking-
dude. It's so annoying.
Yeah, Walkmans were durable,
Yeah.
especially those metal jobs, the original Walkman.
I
Remember the
love my
fucking
Walkman.
the
They were
Macaulay
great.
Culkin, the Home Alone one, the talkback one? Oh, dude, I wanted that thing so bad.
I
That's
don't
your
remember
reference
that.
to. That's your
Yeah,
reference to tapes.
I've only
is Home
seen
Alone.
Home Alone in pieces.
I'll take
Ooh.
our
It's like his favorite
pizza.
movie.
Is it really?
I mean,
That or Surf Ninjas. I mean, it's one of the two.
Now we've been talking about Christmas, and I've been in here with you. You kind of look like the baby New Year.
Well,
Thanks,
maybe
dude.
we should
From
hear
Rudolph.
your Christmas list
Thanks,
of
man.
your top 5 Christmas movies. Maybe we should get into that. What do you think, Seb?
Yeah, I'm down to hear Chase's top 5 Christmas movies.
You have an official list?
yeah.
He didn't
You
make no
stand
list.
behind this
Do you
list.
really? Are you really like hashtag Christmas
Yeah.
vibes only?
Oh, he loves it. Christmas movies, Christmas, just the whole
And then what's
Christmas.
great is every
atmosphere.
Halloween.
I wanted to rub off on me.
Yeah, it's great.
Bloomingdale's in
I've been
December.
watching
Hell
Freedom
yeah.
Channel since fucking 2 months ago.
Ask him what
Macy's
the
window.
scariest.
yeah,
what's
dude,
the,
Hallmark Channel.
what's the
So
scariest
why
movie
wouldn't-
you've
like
seen?
New York has
Feels
that.
good.
Like I can't believe you wouldn't be in New York
The
every
Macy's
Christmas.
Day Parade.
like
Christmas
right there,
vibe.
from
Ice
34th
skating
Street.
with
Like,
fucking
yeah,
John
from-
Cusack
My
and
mom's
Kate
all- that's
Beckinsale.
my mom's
Rockefeller
biggest
Center.
dream is
If
to
you
go-
are really about Christmas,
I
you
know.
got to be there.
I know.
Radio City Music
gotta
Hall,
go. I gotta
the
go.
Rockettes.
I gotta go.
And looking like
And,
hot
and I gotta take my
Santas.
mom. I gotta take my mom. It's her biggest dream to go to New York on Christmas.
You've never done this.
No.
Bro, you got a Christmas
I
vacation.
don't really
coming.
think you can consider yourself Christmas vibes only.
Ooh,
That's a
challenge.
that's a
Drops
call
on.
out.
You gotta
Yeah.
make this happen,
You
bro.
can, I mean, that's where
I already
that's
wrapped
like the North Pole.
I already wrapped presents, dude. I wrapped them myself. 4 bows on each present.
4 bows.
That's a lot of bows.
For them
Like he's
bows.
so.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I heard that song the other day.
He's
Was it
so-
Southern Hospitality? Is that what it
yeah.
was?
Dude, who doesn't like to feel good? I mean, even in our depths of fucking despair and depression and drug abuse and craziness and alcoholism and fucking and
But that.
eating and going nuts.
But Christmas
who
has to
doesn't
make
like
you feel
to feel
good.
still? You know what I mean? It makes
Do you
me
not feel
good.
good when you're fucking?
I don't know.
I mean, that's what
Yeah.
that's what it's supposed to do. Let's hear that
I
list.
hear you though.
But you know what I mean?
Yo, I low key hear that. I feel
I
like,
like-
it
I don't
at
know.
one point, maybe
in a
for
world
like
where it's so cool to be
5
so dark
years.
and like love fucking scary shit and fucking all this bullshit.
Videos of people getting beat up on
Right.
the internet
We're killing
every
each
day.
other.
Nah,
Video
it's
games.
society's in a shitty place.
And we're just
That's
all
for
negative.
sure.
Everything sucks. Your new album sucks. Rob Sonic's album sucks.
Well, nobody
Fuck
said
all of
that.
I'm just saying. Like everybody's
Hey,
negative.
calm
I'm
down.
not saying that.
Calm down. You're being real negative right
Look,
now.
let's
man.
bring it. Let's bring it down.
All right.
I've been listening to
Okay,
Christmas
I'll
music
get it.
every day since
It
Thanksgiving.
makes you feel good.
Does it?
I love it.
See,
It puts
that's
me in
the
a good mood.
Fuck yeah,
If it
man.
does,
It
then
does.
cool.
It does. Makes me want to eat peppermint.
I can get in the
Let me
car.
get your device.
You know, because you know how you're an asshole in the car. Like once you're in a car, you're a dick.
You're a stressful.
You call old
Oh,
ladies
it's
names
red.
and shit like that.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're in a car and you don't care who the person is.
Right,
You're
you're
like,
like,
fuck
this
you.
fucking bitch.
Why is this asshole driving like this?
Right, and it's
Put some Christmas music on and all of a sudden you're like,
Now yours is dead.
I don't care.
You're like, it's
Fuck it.
okay.
It's better.
Having a
Kill it.
wonderful
What if I-
Christmas time.
What if I
Exactly.
low key switched?
Fucked up, dude. If you
See,
did.
Chase can't handle
He
any
probably
kind of
did,
scary shit though, or anything. So he has to have Christmas. He's like a rabbit that's afraid of everything.
exactly. So what's your
So he
movies?
wants-
What's your movies,
he
Chase?
needs the-
My
he needs
wild
the
card-
positivity.
My wild card is number 5. It
All
was
right.
Your wild card is number 5.
this was a
So that's
hard
not
one.
a wild card.
That's,
No?
no,
Oh.
that's
It's
part
just
of
number
That's part
5.
of your hand.
Oh, shit.
It's just number 5.
Fuck that up. I learn new things every day on this podcast.
All right, number 5 movie, top Chase Christmas movie.
All right, it's
Official list.
it's the wrapping paper that fucking Carl went. It's Buddy the Elf.
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 Okay,
It's like
That's
it's
your
called
number
Buddy
5.
the Elf.
It's your number 5.
Elf is your number 5 all-time Christmas movie.
Will Ferrell.
You know, and this was hard because like Deck the Halls is obviously in there. Fucking, Jingle All the Way.
Are these movies that didn't make the list?
Dude, I mean, what are you gonna do when you can only pick 5? Like, I
You
needed
gotta
like
cut some.
I need like 20, dude.
So
I
you-
could have put a real list.
That's
together.
what making a top 5
Yeah.
list is. It's
Oh, okay.
narrowing it down to your favorites.
It's not. It's.
And
Well,
Elf
I
is
don't know.
pretty good.
I can't comment on it, because my critique of Christmas movies is probably not fair. It's
A little
not coming
different
from
perspective than
I just don't think it's like a genre that you're like, wow.
It's not the fullest.
Yeah, I feel like the stories can only go but so far.
Yeah. I feel you.
And that's why it's hard to come up with a list because they're so
Sure.
similar.
All right, so we're starting off with Elf, which I would have ranked maybe higher.
Yeah, like that would be like
It's
one
Like
of
a-
the
Elf
best.
is
It's
written
funny.
really well and done
It's
well.
great. Santa, I know him. A great scene. Will Ferrell fucking decorates the whole. It's the North Pole. They did a great job. They're coming for my job. Ho 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 is the radio signal.
You don't like the symbolism there?
I do like it. It's great.
All right.
What's
great.
the name of the lady in that? God, she's new girl,
Christian Bale or something like that.
the lady
Yeah.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, the lady in Elf.
That's the one.
Is it really?
Fucking
did
nailed
Did
it.
you just say that?
I want to go home.
He doesn't know the difference between Kristen Bell and Christian Bale.
Yeah, what the fuck? They're the
Crispin.
same person.
And Kirsten Bell's not in it. It's Zoe Deschanel.
There you go.
Zoe
There you go. There you go.
Zoe
Okay, so
Deschanel,
5
you
is
can't go
Elf,
wrong
right?
there.
5 is Elf.
Number
Well,
4.
He's gonna forget his list.
He already doesn't have a list.
Yes, I do.
He's just naming his
Coming up with
what
it
he's thinking of.
on the spot.
Okay, next one is Home Alone 2.
Number 4 is Home Alone.
The
2.
Trump Home
Oh,
Alone.
Trump Home Alone.
Well, it is Trump Home
Hey
Alone.
kid.
I saw it in theaters. I remember the day I was eating Pop Tarts. Yeah.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
Such a
He's
life.
legit.
Such a life.
Yeah.
How
So-
old were you?
I was young.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's right.
5?
See, I for some reason, how
I was
old are
young.
you?
I'm
6.
31.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm like right in that weird zone of not being young anymore.
You're a millennial.
Home Alone 2,
Best age.
right?
30.
1, 2.
30
Home Alone
and 30.
2.
30 to
Home Alone
33,
2.
best
I have
age.
to like keep track of my fingers.
Home
Yeah,
Alone
you-
2 is number 4.
If you made a list, you wouldn't have to keep track.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what do you like about it so much that makes it even higher than Elf?
Well, it makes me think of my childhood.
That's
a fucking good point.
All right.
Makes you think of your childhood.
And the Wet Bandits turned into the Sticky Bandits, right?
Is it the same people?
And he gets
No.
the Turtle Dove.
Yeah, Pesci, I don't think signed up for number. What was he into?
Yeah, it was
yeah.
Pesci and Stern still in
The
number
whole,
2. Yeah.
whole time. Yeah. Number 3, we can talk about that, but that's a different subject.
Not
There
on
was
the
3
list.
of them.
Yeah,
3
not
was
Macaulay Culkin.
3
not
was
same
3 was like
movie.
Karate Kid.
Macaulay who?
Karate Kid 4
Yes.
Yeah.
was Home Alone 3.
Right. So
Not
Home
the same.
Home Alone 2, because I saw it in theaters, and it just reminded me of that early movie go, right? Maybe that's why I love Christmas movies so much, because
You saw that movie.
a lot
with
of like my
Christmas.
early goes were like Jungle Book and like fucking
goes. Is
Christmas-
that what they call them? Early goes.
Early go-tos.
That's why you like Pauly Shore movies so much.
Oh fuck, dude! Don't get me
'Cause you
started.
saw Encino Man in the theater.
Yeah, don't get me started.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Wheezing the juice.
I like the
Holy
weasel, dude.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Encino, man.
it's fucked up, dude. I know.
Biodome in there.
Oh, dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm a Sherman.
The same
tank!
response, just totally different. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, man.
Oh man.
Love Encino.
He was a
Man.
big part of my childhood, that Pauly Shore guy.
Really, you too?
Anybody who grew
Okay.
up on the
All right,
inception
right.
of MTV.
So me and my cousin every weekend would just watch Pauly Shore movies.
Every weekend.
That's crazy.
We would like lay. He had a
What
couch
was
and a
wrong with
bed.
you guys?
Dude, I don't know what the fuck we watched.
They had a
Like
cow pasture outside
all of them,
their
dude.
school.
And like we would skate, and then we would watch Encino Man, and then my aunt would make like biscuits and gravy and shit, and we'd eat them and fucking make
Was there
big.
a
make,
crick?
oh, dude,
Yeah,
make
there's
big old
definitely a
bowls of
crick.
ice cream
And a reindeer.
Shit.
and a
We
reindeer
make
Christmas
ramps,
magic.
You know,
Would
we'd
you-
fucking jump our bikes off crazy shit. you
What's
know?
movie number 3?
Caramel apples.
Oh,
Caramel.
dude. every day was like the fucking elementary fair. You know what I mean?
Every day.
Pinning the
Bake
tail on
sale.
the donkey, bake sales,
Cakewalk.
the whole 9, dude.
Cakewalk.
All right,
Um,
so we're at 3.
Number
Number
3.
3.
So number 3 goes without saying. It's Home Alone 1. You can't do 1 without 2. They go hand in hand. If you don't put on Home Alone 1 and not go right into Home Alone 2, you're a fucking commie. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Well, just
Carl wants to remind us that there has been 6 Home Alone movies made.
6 of them?
6?
Well, Carl, is this the
What?
land before time?
Jesus Christ, take your Google and fucking shove it.
How many times do you leave somebody alone like that?
That's a
Those
lot of
parents need to
As long
talk
as
to
people are,
CPS.
as long as people are showing up at the theater.
There's all
I
these weird
guess.
remakes, dude. Like they're fucking weird. I don't get it.
How old was Macaulay Culkin at the end of these 6 movies?
He only
He
did the
was-
2 of them, right?
He only did 2.
25. They keep forgetting him.
Dude, he was like forced
Different
to do 'em.
dumb kids
It's
after
like,
that.
why am I even worried about this? I'm an
No,
adult.
I'm an adult.
Yeah.
I have my own apartment.
So number 2, this is a hard.
Oh, we're getting up there now. So we have Elf, we have Home Alone 2, and Home Alone 1.
Right. Because
Uh-huh.
Home Alones
And Home-
cannot be on. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, come on, dude. The fucking
What?
scene where he fucking hit.
Wait, what was that though? What did
Home-
that mean?
It was Home Alone.
Yeah, but what did it mean?
It's the scene where he's fucking bringing the pizzas and he hits the fucking thing and dude, it's classic shit, man. I love that shit. All right. Anyways,
I cry at Home Alone. by
I
the
can't
way,
believe that
for
you
what it's
found
worth.
number 2
All right.
so strong.
All right. Yeah.
I respect.
Oh, I'd see
It's a
that.
The
great.
old man with the son.
Respect. Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck?
Big moment.
It's a huge moment.
I cry at some Christmas movies. There's a
When he
couple that
finds
tear
Buzz's
jerkers.
fucking Buzz's girlfriend, woof, and he finds a Playboy. Dude, I remember finding Playboys. My neighbor Jerry had Playboy.
Everybody remembers finding Playboys,
Yeah,
Chase.
dude, BB guns, fucking Big League Chew, fucking all this shit.
They still sell Big League Chew.
I have a pouch
Do you
of it right
remember
now
Big
in my
League
house. Carl gave me a pouch of
have it.
Big League Chew.
I
They
really
have it at 7-Eleven.
fucking love that shit, dude. The jerky that was like chew and you pretend
Beef
you're chewing.
jerky?
Yeah.
So nostalgic, beef jerky. Remember when they had that?
Fucking pretend you're fucking chewing while you're playing baseball. You know, you're thinking you're fucking Babe Ruth and shit. You fucking, you know,
Those the little snuff cans of jerky. Is that what you're talking
Dude,
about?
yeah.
I couldn't get those because
You
I would
get
just
'em-
meow.
You can get them at
Gone.
the
Yeah,
store.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
up gone.
It's
I
on
put
the-
them in my. I
It's
put them in my
beef
lip.
jerky.
And it's so salty.
Why? What are you doing?
I'd stick the
Why-
salt.
Why are you sucking on beef
Just
jerky?
the salt and. And then I'd eat a big
Really?
old fucking baseball nacho, dude, with fucking chili on that shit. Don't get me started with a red rope. Motherfucker, dude. I'm fucking going.
So what is your
So
number?
wait, red ropes?
Yeah, dude. Red
Don't
ropes.
go with
Licorice.
Yeah, no, licorice. I'm on board. But there's like I feel like Twizzlers were heavy on the East Coast.
Nope, I was not a Twizzler kid. I was a Red Vine kid.
I see, but
true,
I
he
think
was.
that's a coastal thing.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Because
Is it?
I never had a red vine till I was like 38.
It could be
That's
just
a-
different
that's
distributors.
That'll change your opinion on
I'm
red
only
vines.
38 and a half right now.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah, no, I don't know why. I feel like I almost had never heard of them, but that can't be possible.
No, but like over here, like you could get the tubs of
wouldn't
Red
think
Vine
so.
and like really do some damage.
I think it's.
like big. fucking-
I'm pretty sure they're around, just like because Twizzlers were here.
Shit
too,
red.
and-
Yeah, but we
Some-
had like we had slightly different.
Oh, I'm sure there was.
variations of-
Yeah, like you
gotta
guys had
be.
we
different
just
snacks.
had licorice in the thing on the candy store,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
just going.
Did
who
you have
knew
penny
what that
candies?
was?
Yeah, yeah. Did you grab 2 or 3 per penny candy? Fill up
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sack?
I mean, but you know, like it was like.
This is $1. It's fucking 10 pounds
I
of
feel
candy.
like I feel like it was sort of the same. Like that's always been the same. It's like a bubble gum ball and
But I don't think like today's generation. does
Bazooka
the-
Joe shit
Do they
like
still
that.
do penny candies? Can you go to the pharmacy and get a brown bag and just fill up a bunch of candies and
Some
Oh,
places have
yeah,
that.
I think you can do that
the
in
beach,
certain
for sure.
places.
That's such a
yeah.
great
Like
memory.
places
for
with
me.
saltwater taffy.
Drive,
Yeah, the
dude,
candy shops
it's a
for
great
sure.
time, dude.
It-
Fucking
okay.
elephant ears.
All
and
right, but
shit.
that's summer stuff. We're talking
all
Christmas.
right. But
All
that's
right,
like all
number
year.
2 Christmas movie.
Number 2.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Good
Solid
choice.
That's a good one.
Solid
Wait,
choice.
no, it's not. I think I might have to.
I'd like to hear this.
I think I might have to do a list.
It's okay.
Do your own list.
I want to do
not.
your list.
So you're not a fan of
Potato, dude.
National
I
Lampoon?
really
I'm
like
a fan of Vacation,
Right.
but that you tricked me a little bit
Well, here's a fucked up thing
because
about
you threw it out
vacation.
there quickly, and I was like, oh yeah, I love Wally World.
No,
Wally
Christmas
World is
Vacation.
great.
Yeah,
Here's
Christmas
here's
Vacation.
you know what,
Randy
It's good.
Quaid.
dude? Randy Quaid.
European Vacation?
No, dude.
Not
Here,
so
here's
I'm okay with that.
here's
I
the,
liked.
I gotta show you guys
Vegas
something.
Vacation.
I
gotta
watched it the other
I gotta show you
day.
guys something.
European Vacation.
This is fucked up.
when they're doing the fashion.
This is fucked up. You know that program VLC?
He does the moonwalk.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And you can put like shit, like movies and shit.
They actually let you have that on the iPhone?
Yeah. I learned how to do it somehow. I can't figure it out anymore, but I got it for a while.
VLC.
So I got like all the King of the
It's
Hills.
a media player.
I like King of the Hill.
You
Right?
have all
It's a great
King
show.
of the Hill on
I have
your
like
phone.
all Prince of Bel Air and like Family Matters.
Prince of Bel Air.
But
You know the show Prince
Prince
of
of
Bel Air?
Bel-Air. There was nothing else special about him.
all right, he was fresh. Jesus Christ. Chappelle Show too.
Prince of Bel Air.
But I only have one movie on here.
It's a
and
totally different show.
It's me, the Prince of Bel Air. That was the
an
white
actual
bird.
prince.
This
was
is
the white guy.
embarrassing because I only have one movie on here, and you guys are gonna fucking hate me forever, Sonic. Like we're not gonna be friends.
Why are you
anymore.
bringing it up then?
Because I don't care.
You're so ashamed.
Dude, Vegas Vacation. Guilty pleasure. Watched it when I went camping last summer.
Was that the one where they all like jumped out of the plane, like the 41 falling Elvises?
No, absolutely not. I don't know. What
It
that
had
is.
Tom Jones.
No, what the fuck?
No,
you-
it has
Ta-
Tom Jones.
if it
in
has Tom
for
Jones,
sure.
I think I'm okay with
It
it.
has Tom Jones because Tom Jones steals his wife, basically.
I'm a low key a
remember?
massive fan.
That's
of
not Tom Jones. That's fucking Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton.
All right, well,
goddamn
I'm
it, you're
okay
right.
with Wayne Newton
It's kind of
as
the
well.
same thing.
That's fine.
He takes her to the dojo
okay.
and paints her as
I'll
a
even
horse.
do an Ankle-Bird Humperdinck. All those smooth dudes from
right,
the 70s.
yeah,
fucking
they kind
bad
of
You can't
run
beat
into
that
one
shit.
another.
Bad
too.
Don Ho.
Those dudes had sex with everybody.
Everybody. Absolutely. Didn't matter.
Everybody.
Didn't matter what you were. But anyways, there's a scene. Randy Quaid, who's a certified, he kind of went off the deep end.
I mean, but that's
But I love
let's
him.
not let that
It doesn't
affect
matter.
his
It doesn't matter. I
his
think
career.
he's great. I think he's one of my favorites.
His
He's-
body of work is stronger than maybe his personal
Dude,
things.
come on, dude. Independence Day, he flies that plane right up and saves the
He
fucking
saved
day.
us.
He was
man.
good.
Unbelievable.
He's good.
Anyways,
Good guy.
anyways, they're at
With the
Okay.
Prince
they're
of Bel Air.
they're at the Hoover Dam, right?
Yeah.
It's like this dam that like connects Vegas to like another.
Oh, you don't know what
You
the
can drive
dam
across
is?
it. It's like really big, right? It's fucking weird when you see it for the first time.
Are we still talking about Christmas vacation or
No,
Vegas
no,
He's
vacation?
talking about Vegas vacation. And why are
Why?
you explaining
But
the
because it's like this weird guilty.
You know the dam?
Dude,
That dam over there that you have to drive across.
there's this scene where he goes, the guy's explaining the dam. They're on a dam tour, right? And he goes, yeah. And so, any more damn questions? He goes, yeah. Can I get any more damn bait? Because he's fishing off the Hoover Dam, and it's a fucking great scene. Randy Quaid.
Thank you for breaking that down.
All right, so Christmas Vacation is like,
Number 2.
It's
So
like-
it's heavy. It's strong.
it's like,
Better than Home Alone. Better than Elf.
dude, it's weird. This was a hard choice, but like,
Clearly.
Christmas Vacation is like, I'm at my aunt's. It's Christmas Eve. You know, we just opened presents. It's on my dad's side. Come from a divorced home, right? So you do your dad's on Christmas
Sorry.
Eve, mom's on Christmas Day. It's all
way,
good.
way
you know?
to try to equate.
I'm still trapped in the middle of it all. It's not a big deal. Dude. I'm 31 years old. You know, I don't need
Everybody amicable?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. It's weird, you know, having a kid and people, mom and dad, same room and shit. It's fucking awkward. But you know, these are things, you know, that we learn and grow. You know, it only takes 31 years.
Should be faster than that.
You can't choose your family.
I love my family. I'm just being a jackass. I love you, mom and dad. Hashtag never listen to this. So that
Hashtag
reminds me of like, we just opened presents. We're full of hoagie rolls. You know,
Hoagie roll?
Hoagies.
But just the roll?
We call them heroes.
hoagies, dude. Here.
All right.
All right.
Hoagie rolls?
Yeah.
Why just the rolls?
Well, because like, dude, there's a board of meats and cheeses and
A shark, like
Yeah,
a
so you make an
charcuterie.
actual
Make a
hoagie.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
hoagie.
That's a hoagie
Yeah.
or
Not
a
a
hero.
Sorry.
Hoagie rolls.
But I like.
Or a sub, even.
But I'm.
Or a grinder, depending on where you're
But I'm
from.
a
Right,
fuck.
Cleveland.
This,
But anything but a
but
hoagie
butter in a
roll.
roll.
Ohio.
Butter in a roll. Butter in a hoagie. That's nice, dude.
Oh yeah, it's called a butter roll.
Fucking nice. So nice.
Butter hoagie.
Holy shit, dude.
It's got different connotations.
You got all fucked up, man.
Unbelievable.
You got all fucked up.
And then
Butter hoagie.
my aunt would make this like shit. It's like pretzel salad. It's like pretzels and like cream cheese and then like Jello and like whipped cream.
What?
Okay, this explains a lot.
This shit's bomb, dude.
It's like, what
Did
the
it really
fuck?
have?
Where does
Jell-O?
this?
Yeah.
Where does salad come into play?
Yeah. Well, I'm imagining it's like a Jello salad, fruit salad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you just call it pretzel salad. It's like
do
just
you
a dessert. It's not like a salad.
There's a Jello salad, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and you cut it in squares.
Like ambrosia?
and you put
Yeah,
the shit on.
exactly. There's all kinds of that kind of stuff.
So,
yeah.
anyways, our bellies are full. We just opened. I just got a nice sweatshirt or a jacket of some sort. You know, my dad got me.
Sort of outerwear.
Yeah, my dad got me some underwear.
Wool socks.
Some shit, you know. Thanks, pops. You know, love
Parka.
you, man. Yeah, cool. You know, and so we're sitting there. Christmas Vacation comes on, right? And this segues into number one.
What?
24-hour of Christmas Story comes on after you watch Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, that's when it starts after Christmas vacation.
Yeah, it doesn't start till 8 o'clock. So you leave Aunt Judy's about 7:30 tops. You're home for the start of A Christmas Story.
24 hours.
24-hour Christmas
Which
Story.
is your
The
number
marathon.
one?
The marathon. And it
Didn't they
doesn't...
stop that?
No. TBS
didn't
and
stop.
TNT simultaneously. Here's how
It's
fucking...
good. It's a good thing it's on 2 channels.
This is how serious I am about this bullshit. And I'm a TBS purist, you know, so fuck TNT. But,
Shots
You know they're
Why?
owned by the same
I don't give a
person, right?
It's all
Fuck.
Turner.
don't give a fuck.
That's
Fuck
WCW, Ted Turner.
Fuck Law and
Ted
Order.
Turner.
WCW rules. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
What does Law and Order have to do with it?
They play it on TNT all the fucking time. I'm not watching
Dick
SVU.
Wolf.
Dick fucking Wolf.
Dick Wolf.
Dick Wolf.
Said about that.
I'll watch fucking, TBS had all the,
But they would be
all the hits.
Deke
All the
Wolf.
All the hits?
So, dude, I put a lot of time in this list. Fucking hear me out.
Clearly. Okay.
So you get home, you turn that shit on,
Yeah.
and Christmas is right around the fucking corner. And I still get this feeling to this day.
You just
That's
had Christmas with your aunt.
24 hours.
Dude.
You've been watching
You go to
TV
bed-
for like 48 hours with all this movie.
Yeah, you go to bed to it, right? You wake up hella early, 5 a.m.,
Movie's still on.
still on. You go out, you open presents, you turn it on. You eat
And
breakfast.
it's on in the background.
yeah,
all the
it's
time.
background noise, constant, 24 hours.
All right. What kind of
That's my Christmas experience.
that's your so do you remember the list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Elf, Home Alone 2, Home Alone, Christmas Vacation, fucking Christmas Story.
Damn, all right. I'm proud of you, man.
That's
That-
heavy duty.
That's my list.
You made a top 5.
So suck my dick.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm tripping that there's no Christmas Carol in there. No, It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, not even like Muppets.
White Christmas.
Yeah, oh my
Charlie Brown
God.
Too old.
Christmas.
Too old for
No
me.
Gremlins.
Too old for me.
Gremlins.
Too old for me.
Nightmare
Saw
Before
Gremlins for the
Christmas.
first time this year.
Gremlins does not hold up, unfortunately. I tried.
It's fucked
It didn't
up, right?
work.
And
it was
then it's
rough.
just
I watched
like
it on AMC for the first time this year. I thought it was a scary movie. I never watched it.
I think Christmas Carol and It's a Wonderful Life.
mean,
Miracle
those are
on 34th
classics.
Street.
34th Street.
That one was hard. I like the newer one. Right? My mom loved that movie. That and Pretty Woman. We would watch that shit.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Both very good Christmas movies.
Well, not even like Charlie Brown Christmas, man.
Oh,
That's
come
classic.
on, we're getting.
I think my mom
like
had Pretty
what
Woman
I
on, like,
mentioned earlier.
yeah.
4 copies
Rudolph.
of that.
Did you guys watch
Rudolph.
Rudolph and Frosty this
yeah.
past
The-
week?
The claymation.
I didn't
ones?
watch them, but
Did you
but
watch
I-
it this week when
I
it was
have-
on?
I actually have those on my computer.
Did they do
Really?
something?
Did
to
you
it?
know that
That's
they did
awesome.
a Frosty 2, Frosty Returns, with John Goodman as Frosty
I did
Really?
not.
I did
didn't
not
know.
know that either.
I
but
feel
I
like
have
there was a few of those
in like '92, and it was a total Peanuts
That's-
ripoff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like the art director who did the Peanuts cartoons. It was like apparently the one guy that Charles Schultz trusted to bring his cartoons to life.
Yeah.
He did
Did
this Frosty 2 with John Goodman, and it's all just
But it wasn't the stop animation thing.
no, it's just animation, just a cartoon.
Oh, okay, because I was talking about like the
That
Island of Misfit
claymation.
Toys.
Yeah.
The Rudolph
Things
one.
like
Little
that.
drummer
Yeah,
boy
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
Uh-huh.
Baby New Year.
Baby
The,
New Year.
the abominable snowman.
Shout out to Carl.
Yeah. Well, he has a name, and I forget his name.
Really?
So that is
Then there's the Heat Miser.
Cool.
Heat Miser and the
Cool
Cold
story, bro.
Miser.
Uh-huh.
Cold Miser. I remember Heat Miser a little better than I do the Cold
Me
Miser.
too. The Cold
Until
Miser
I
was
watch
just-
it, and then I'm just like, oh, it's the same song.
Really?
Oh, dude, here.
Yeah.
Exact same
It's
song.
been a while.
All right. What is that? That's like a
Oh,
peanut
it's
butter
fucking
ball.
delicious.
Peanut.
What's a Christmas episode without Christmas food?
What's an episode of Triple B without you stuffing your face with something?
I'm
Fuck
chewing
you,
on the
man. I
mic.
don't eat that much.
Is that what you do? You come in here and eat?
Yeah, I like to eat.
Oh, well, me
Yeah, I
too.
like to eat.
I love to eat.
Went to Red Robin for this, dude. Tore it up.
So
We
weird.
were saying a gallon of ranch.
No, dude, yeah. Just for you. I almost took pictures of it and shit, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I don't care.
I hate ranch.
That's the point, dude.
Oh. Okay.
Ranch sucks. I got a Patreon update real quick. You guys want to hear this?
Sure.
Yeah, how much
Yeah.
money do we have?
Let's hear it.
That's not what the update is.
Oh.
The update,
Boring.
Your account's been closed.
how much money we have. That's
nobody's
the
donated.
one of our top tier patrons has taken advantage of his opportunity to
Oh shit.
comment on the show,
Okay.
and he has a couple of things for us, which I don't know if he wants us to discuss them or not. We're going to. But he's got 3 things. He says the good, bumping mics on Netflix.
I agree.
Yes.
This is B, by the way. His name's Brian. He goes by B.
Okay.
Shout out to
Bumping
Brian.
mics on Netflix.
Bumping mics is the good.
Oh yeah.
The bad,
Yeah.
this is where things get fishy.
Is this controversial?
Chris D'Elia's podcast and Instagram seriously not funny, he says.
Wow.
Huh? I mean, I'm not like
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know any of what you're talking about.
Well, good. Because if you're not a 16-year-old girl, you're not going to know who Chris D'Elia is.
That's not true. I like Chris D'Elia's stand-up. He's a stand-up comedian.
He's
You're a
hot
big
right
fan
now.
of
He's
his
hot.
Instagram and stuff,
Comedy
right?
Store boom.
I never got really into it.
Chris D'Elia?
Chris D'Elia.
Chris
You know that whole
D'Elia.
thing?
It's
Oh,
like
Chris-
Delia.
Crystal,
I thought you were saying Crystal E.
Crystal
like
Yeah.
Captain EO.
Like, like that was no,
D'Elia.
just
No, we're
one
not
word.
saying
Crystal
No.
Leo.
Rick.
You know, like
Captain EO.
like people go people go by one word.
Christopher D'Elia.
Chris.
Okay.
D'Elia.
From
I
New,
do know
New
who that
Jersey.
is.
Right.
Right, man.
Is
Tied
your real
it
name
back
Bobby?
Bobby's not. I mean,
It's
some
not on
people
his
are-
birth certificate.
Some people are named Bobby, but it's usually short for Robert.
Well, my brother's name's Bobby, and that's his
It's
real
not
name.
short for Robert. It's
Sure.
the exact same length.
Is your brother Bobby?
Yeah.
Like, is that
On
his?
his, yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
nickname.
He's not a Robert.
No.
If somebody, yeah.
Oh, they
alright.
named him Bobby.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
It's
well,
just
that
Bobby?
Happens. That happens.
Straight up Bobby the
Yeah.
whole way.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah, yeah. Some
that's
some
odd.
people do name their child Bobby, and girls too.
Yeah. My
Bobby.
brother's name's Bobby.
They, I
straight
don't
up.
think they would name girls Robert.
Do people name their kids Dick instead of Richard?
I don't think so.
They
Or does that
don't.
just
What a
happen?
weird one. Dude.
Maybe
They
Cheney.
don't. I kind of want to
Is
name
Cheney
my
just
kid
Dick?
Dick.
He might be. Cheney's a
You know
straight
what,
up Dick.
Dick? Yeah, because he's definitely the.
Strong name, dude.
What about like? So is there
Dick.
people just named Mikey? Like, did they? Is that on
Yeah.
the birth
That's
certificate?
gotta be.
Mikey.
It's gotta be, dude.
Gotta be.
It has
Maybe.
to be.
This day and age.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, well,
Nobody
that,
follows the traditional naming guidelines
No,
anymore.
absolutely
There's
not.
people named like.
but then the thing is,
cities
they
and-
they name their kids these names that are different, but they're popular too. So there's a bunch of them,
My kid's name is Maddox.
which is like a very popular
after
name right
Greg
now.
Maddox.
It's a modern name.
Like
Very modern.
it's
Is
my,
it
it's
Maddox?
my it's
yeah,
my
people are naming their kids
it's my
that a
great
lot.
grandma's name. And there's
Last
a street
name
where
or first
last
name?
name. And it's like where there's a street she lived on, Maddox Avenue. And it's like where I spent all my childhood, basically.
She was named after a street.
But she spelled it Maddux. No, Grandma Maddox, dude. She was the shit. She brought me Butterfingers and quilted me quilts. She was the shit.
She quilted you. Quilted me.
Well, it's nice of you to honor her.
And
Very.
then,
It
is.
so it's Maddox Porter. Porter's her dad's name, middle name. He passed away.
Right.
So Maddox Porter Pingree is my last name.
Max, put up Pingree
And
here.
I think that's a solid name.
Yeah, he's
dude.
gonna be a star.
That's a strong one.
Maddox Porter, dude. What the fuck, right?
That's
He's got a
tight.
huge dick. You want to see it? I took a picture of it.
You can't legally say yes, just so you know. So just
I was saying okay to you having a picture of
This
it.
is why we signed the waiver agreement
Yeah.
at the beginning of the episode.
Dude, check this shit out, man. This blow your mind, bro.
This is weird. This is weird that he's so.
This is
happy about that.
you put this
He's got
on
a
Instagram. You know that.
That shit. Look at that thing.
You
dude.
put it on Instagram.
Yep, that's a little
that thing is fucking. It's straight up.
Yeah, it's just
Quite literally.
He's
It's
ready.
a floater.
Dude, he's dropping
He's
heaters
ready.
already, dude.
Rob Sonic ready. Or wait, Maddox.
Ready. Oh,
With his
man.
bendel ready.
B also says the ugly pants or shorts that cover a woman's belly button.
The ugly
Okay,
pants are
okay.
what?
Those are big.
I
think Sonic
I'm
can
okay
answer
with
this.
that.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that. They got the high waisted thing. You know, I'm okay with that.
Those hips.
Yeah, they do that. Like that was kind of big in the '80s. You know,
Yeah,
like
those-
Jodie Wiley used
Yeah.
to wear like some the
Tall
you know.
pants.
She was looking for a new love.
Always.
The ass is just like
and
this
she
long.
was like, "What about your friends?"
Right. I'm into that. I don't know. I'm not mad about it.
I'm
What was
not
the
a fan of
first?
pants.
Hold on. The first question: bumping mics.
Bumping mics.
Fantastic.
What is that?
Jeff
It's
Ross.
Jeff Ross,
David
and
Tell.
David Tell.
It's a little comedy special
Okay.
on Netflix.
And they do
It's
it at the
good.
Comedy Cellar in New York.
Okay.
It's a Monday or Friday, Saturday, Sunday taping.
Okay.
And they do a duo thing. They roast each other, but they also do bits and they have guests come up. And anytime they roast each other, they bump mics.
oh,
It's pretty fun.
Bump the mic. You got me. Bump the
that's
mic.
like
Like,
yeah,
respect.
that's- That's your.
Bam. You know what I mean? Like
It's pretty good. It's well done. It's
it's on
funny.
Netflix.
Well, Jeff Ross is.
Dude.
Yeah, he can put some fire to you.
But
Yeah, and
honestly,
then
like
David Tell, like, 'cause
fucking
I'm
is quick.
surprised at that.
He's
Yeah, it was
quick.
interesting. Well, he is quick, and it's just more like his regular conversation.
I
It's
was
not
really
like setting
into
up
Up All
jokes.
Night. I'm not going to front.
Yeah.
It was like my
Insomniac,
introduction
right?
to Dave Attell.
Yeah.
Nice.
Up All Night on Comedy Central. Anybody remember?
Insomniac.
Insomniac.
Was it called
that's what it was
Insomniac?
called. Yeah.
Probably the same
But
thing.
wait, well,
It was
maybe.
Up All Night.
That was Rhonda Shear
Was it?
Oh.
on USA's Up All Night.
You're crossing.
Ah.
And Gilbert Godfrey.
Crossing
actually.
streams?
Yeah,
Gilbert Godfrey, I think, did
Godfrey's
Friday
on
nights.
Double G
on
was
it.
in there. Yeah.
On
Yep.
this
And he was on
special.
bumping mics,
Yeah.
and there's something wrong with that guy.
Oh yeah. For
Godfrey
sure.
is
Gilbert?
the man. He's
definitely
nuts.
crazy.
He's
He's
a
the
loser.
shit.
So Insomniac, really, where he would go
That's-
around and
Different
Drink-
bars
yeah,
and drink
yeah,
with
yeah,
people.
that's
Yeah.
Insomniac.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Holy moly! I was on board for that.
Maybe it
when
was called
on.
something different on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was
Good,
all
like-
different.
Like red, like Red Vines versus Twizzlers. or
Yeah.
Comedy.
But those guys, I mean, David Tell's like, I mean, that's New York comedy right there, right? That dry.
Yeah, no,
It's a different thing.
Well, but the thing was, I never really expected him to be witty enough to sort of.
He did really
Battle.
well,
Dude,
actually.
it was
know?
fucking
He does
good.
really good.
He's
It was-
fucking good.
He's a very funny man. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not.
And then again, it's like, how long has it been since he put out a special? I don't feel like I've seen.
He disappeared,
His
it
stand-
seemed like, for
Yeah,
He
I don't
did.
feel like I've
He did.
seen his.
Well,
But
I
he
stand-up
feel
hasn't.
like
He's a
he had
comedian's
He
comedian.
had whatever it was called, and then he sort of went.
Yeah.
And, I don't know.
But I think
Quiet.
he's always doing spots. He's always doing comedy.
Opened up a hoagie stand.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
See him selling hot dogs.
Just the hoagie rolls.
Just the buttered hoagies.
But dude, Jeff Ross's ability to roast is fucking
Yeah,
unreal.
he's insane.
Which
He's
I'm
the
not
roast master
and that's
general.
the thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of his. Like, I didn't know his comedy. I just knew him for roasting, which he's good at that. But then to see him also play more like actual jokes in that, it was good.
And everybody seems to love Jeff Ross. He seems like one of those dudes who's genuinely like
vibrant.
giving,
He's a likable guy.
Yeah.
and like if
Right.
you're a new guy and he, you know, he'll take you under his wing. He's not like one of those stingy fucks that are like, you know, get out of here, kid. You know, like you know,
comedians.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's a weird, that's a weird scene.
That's a tough.
Right.
I would imagine if
We're sitting
music
at the
is as
round
clicky
table,
as it is,
Get the fuck out of
comedy's
here.
got to be even.
It probably way worse.
Well, yeah, because I mean, there's gotta
Definitely.
be, everybody thinks they're funny
Right. Of course.
It's true.
to everyone.
Everybody.
Everyone
Of course. Yeah, dude.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Fuck, me too, man. I'm
We're all
hilarious.
guilty of
I'm
that.
hilarious as
Funny
fuck.
fuck.
Really funny guy.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you know
real
what? I
fucking
think
funny.
you guys are funny. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Abbott.
I think your guys,
think you're
you guys
funny.
are all extremely funny to me.
So,
I've had a
you know.
wonderful time, uproarious.
Can I give you guys a PlayStation update?
Sure.
I'm a,
yeah,
since I'm a
'cause you have
PlayStation owner now.
which
Right,
is
you're a
weird.
gamer.
Now, just now.
Yeah, I got it 3 weeks ago.
How's it going?
Spider-Man edition, dude.
Haven't-
1
have-
terabyte.
Haven't touched it. In
Is
three-
it just like
3
it
weeks.
looks? Is it like? Does it have the web?
No, it's just like it's the PS4 Slim version, so it's real small.
Uh huh.
But it came with the Spider-Man game.
So that's the only thing that makes it a Spider-Man version.
bingo.
But you haven't
Fuck.
played it?
I thought it had like a web on it.
Yeah,
or
don't they
something.
usually like when like Drake's version
Yeah,
came
or
out?
Halo.
It
There's-
contained a jewel.
There's pictures on the internet of a Spider-Man version of the console, but that's like my box had Spider-Man on it, but the game itself doesn't have, or the console itself
Console,
is.
yeah.
What games do you have so far?
Spider-Man and Madden, which fucking sucks, and
Why?
Star Wars
They don't suck.
Battlefront 2.
You don't like Madden?
Is it? When's the last time you played Madden?
And you're a football guy.
05.
It's gonna suck to you
yeah.
because it's gotten so much more
It's
insane.
There's so many buttons, so many
If you
things
you
can
had
do.
that is one of the series that if you didn't stay with it, you're gonna have to go back to 05 and start again.
Just like algebra, I got to
No,
go back
sick.
to.
It's
Each
that
time they
serious.
add a
like
layer
it
of
is
things.
legit.
I mean, look,
You are
I played
coaching
I played a
team.
game. I fucked up the San Francisco 49ers.
How'd that feel?
It was like 35-7. I was just balling on them. But it's just like the player control sucks. Like it feels like the player is like what he's gonna do after he gets the ball is predetermined by some fucking realistic, quote unquote realistic animation
Right.
that they've built
Right.
into it, as opposed to what you fucking want him to
But
do.
didn't that well? I guess if you haven't played since 05, then it might be because I feel like that's been happening for a while.
Yeah,
There's
well-
always like, why are you continuing?
yeah, like you got to redirect.
The people I've talked
There's always
to-
a delay.
Say that it's kind of been like that since about I think 13 or 14.
It has,
And that's like the last time the game was like really playable.
right?
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, they sell them every year, right? People are buying them and people are
Fuck
playing them.
yeah.
People love them.
Yeah,
I mean, but I
serious
saw
shit.
I saw one of the new basketball games and it was similar too.
Yeah,
NBA
they all
2K17,
they
18.
all do
have
that now. Like
incorporated
that's
this
the new
thing where it's
standard.
like,
where it's the
I'm not really playing, sort of.
Yeah, I'm not fully controlling
Yeah.
what's going on. It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, or well, the thing is, like they've made it to where your directions have to be totally precise and
Yeah.
in conjunction with what they want to happen for it to be a successful play or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like that happened. Like I noticed that like on some of the fighting games.
Yeah,
too.
even the and like
That became like
FIFA,
impossible
too.
for me. I'm just not
Oh
that
yeah,
good.
like
Yeah, I
the
can't- I'm
wrestling
not that good.
games and
You
shit
gotta
are
be
fucking
ahead of it and
totally
predict
different.
the-
So I should
Yeah.
probably get into more of like a role playing game
Yeah,
where it's
you're
more
not-
about decision making and
you're
less
an
about
RPG.
Fun.
fucking.
No,
You
you're
can
an
take your
RPG
time.
guy, man, for sure.
Go look at
I don't know
pretty
if I
shit.
am though.
I think you are, bro.
I think you are too. You're a magi, dude. You like dice. You have a satchel.
It's dangerous to go.
You have
alone.
long hair.
it is. It is.
Dude.
But it's. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
love
get a satchel.
RPGs.
Dude.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I would think.
I'm a
that, like,
magi because I have
You
long
are.
hair and a satchel
A satchel.
with tincture
I
in it.
asked, I
have
talked to the
alchemy
guy at
fucking-
7-Eleven. You know, they got those satchels. Like, I tell him all the time. I was like, I forgot my sack at home. Can you please give me a satchel?
satchel?
Oh, I keep a sack on me.
Yeah, you gotta have a sack.
All the
You gotta
time.
have a
Yeah.
sack or a book bag. Or,
Crucial.
the time.
Crucial.
Gotta
You got
keep
to.
things. Too many things now.
Crucial.
But I think that you'll find a game that you enjoy, man.
I
It's
don't
just-
think so.
Red Dead Redemption.
say, like,
I want to talk Red Dead
Tetris.
Redemption real quick.
Tetris, yeah, definitely Game Boy. Tetris.
See, that's why I think like the
you should
side
just get a Game
scrollers.
Boy, dude. Fuck it,
Yeah,
Mario
there's
3.
2D things.
There's tight
man.
side scrollers now too.
They're
that
really
are
Oh,
like-
really?
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
man.
yeah,
They
on the
started doing
PSU store or PSU.
All hard.
Jesus
The
Christ.
PlayStation Store has a
Yeah.
lot of Adult Swim actually makes a lot of tight side scrollers too. that
Well,
are like
okay,
the
like-
old
Remember that
like
unicorn
Castlevania
scroller?
type.
I was just about to mention that.
Dude, that
That's
shit was
classic.
tight.
That's
dude.
the best.
Yeah.
Oh my
They're
God.
still making fucking pretty dope games.
Oh man.
Unicorn. What was
can't
it like?
remember what
he
that
would
was
shoot
called.
like fire out
Yeah,
of his.
what the fuck? Like out of his
hose.
rainbow dick.
Yeah.
Some shit, dude.
You wanted to give a Red Dead Redemption update?
Yeah, I haven't played it since I haven't played online yet, and I'm wondering if you have.
Yes.
Well, they just released that. Right?
Like a week ago,
2 weeks ago.
week and a half.
just open the lobby.
Yeah, and I actually,
Man, something's going on.
dude,
man.
usually you wouldn't do that into the
I'm
microphone.
sorry, I need a fucking Kleenex
Bless
or
you.
something, man. I'm about to blow.
Use
Use
your
your
sleeve.
sock.
Like gonna use me or some shit. Did you just blow in the wrapping paper?
You're so Christmas.
You're so Christmas. Until it all comes down to it. You
So
gotta
anyway.
do what you got to do.
Christmas. Can I get a?
Wish list.
He's gonna blow right through this tissue paper.
That was it, right? Christmas,
need
Christmas.
more?
Can I get a wish list?
That's not the words.
By the
but
way, the best Christmas song is Quad City
Fuck.
DJs. All I Want for Christmas.
Think so?
I've never heard that. I only
Dude,
heard Ride That
fucking
Train.
What is this? What is this?
Hypest
I
Christmas
missed
song.
it.
Come and
by
ride that
Quad
train,
City
it's a
DJs.
choo-choo.
It's a
And they do a Christmas
Christmas
song.
I'm only
It's
about that
fucking
Froggy
amazing.
Fresh.
What you gonna get, huh, for Christmas?
First
That's how
on
it
my
goes.
list is a John Cena. Well, how's it go? John Cena
Fresh.
action on figure. Play.
But
Can we play the song?
Is that
While
really?
he pulls it
Oh,
up,
dude, it's the
Chase,
best.
to answer your question, the online is fucking fun. It's
Does it
basically
continue the game?
No, you're starting over. You're a different. You create your own character, and you start out like fucking east of Blackwater and shit.
Okay.
And then there's a bunch of different. You can roam around, or there's like the places you go and you do the events with people where it's shootouts and stuff.
What happens when you die?
You die.
You die.
And
Yeah.
You lose everything.
What happens
No.
when you die?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Dude, so I was training with this guy the other day. His name is let's just
You were
keep it-
training
Yeah, I was riding along with him.
at work.
Yeah, his
a
last
work
job.
story
Check
now.
this out, dude.
Is his name John?
I thought you were talking about Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah,
no.
that's he just
But
Just
dude,
just
Totally.
fucking left turn.
this shit.
Like you had a friend over at your house
You had
and he
no
was
idea.
teaching you how to ride the horse.
This guy, Kirk. Nah, I shouldn't have said his name.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Why are
fucking
you
matter.
doing this
Doesn't
now?
fucking-
We're at
doesn't-
work. What are you?
Government.
Hey kids, you know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid.
This is my
and
favorite
Donner and Blitzen?
Christmas song.
This
But
is
do
the
you
Quad
recall
City
the
one.
most famous reindeer of all?
Watch how it starts. Listen to this.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Had a very shiny
That's because your
nose.
dad. Your dad was a big.
That
dad
shit's
guy.
tight right there.
Tony Bennett.
Harry Connick Jr.
No, dude, you
Harry
gotta hear.
Connick.
You gotta hear this Quad City one.
Dude, don't you hate when you forget to close the porn out? Shit, that's embarrassing.
Dude, that I've heard that story like 3 times today from different people.
Yeah. No, it happens.
All right, we're playing this game. Let's play some games.
That's
Quad City
quality.
DJ's
Alright.
Christmas song.
That's
This
a
is-
quality
yeah.
Christmas
This
jam.
is my favorite Christmas song. Here it goes. Please
You're
don't
good.
be an ad.
You're good at the device.
Please don't be an ad.
Why do you have ads?
26-second ad survey?
All right, well, we'll come back.
It doesn't
to you.
matter. Shut up, dude.
I know I
20
tell
no,
this.
listen to that.
I know I tell this story
19,
every year, but you guys know that
18.
Outcast Players Ball was originally a Christmas song.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Really?
that's right.
Yeah.
Man,
I
this
didn't
is
know
the
that.
longest ad on YouTube.
Babyface. It was right when he signed Outcast. Babyface was putting together a Christmas compilation, and they did Players Ball. And if you listen to it, you can hear it a little bit. They changed the album version slightly, but
Damn, that was ridiculous.
here we
This
go.
is my favorite Christmas song.
Froggy Fresh.
Money Maker Mac.
Christmas.
A Christmas song.
First thing on the list, go figure.
It's a brand new John Cena action figure.
Second thing on
That's funny.
We're gonna get pinged.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna get like that's like content, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You can't do it on your podcast.
Chase.
Froggy Fresh
do
is
it
tight.
on your.
You give, as long as I think
long.
as long as we're about 10 seconds
Well,
and we
that was
talk
10
over
seconds.
it and shit, we'll be
they'll,
fine.
they'll shut it down, right? They'll remove the whole episode.
Whatever. dude,
Chase,
fuck 'em.
just a
That
warning.
happened to my Instagram.
Yeah, they will.
Don't
Though.
eat, don't eat the package. Of
There was a
salt.
fucking package of the Keep Fresh. or
Silica.
whatever.
Silica gel.
That shit's
silica.
tight, dude. It tastes so good.
You shouldn't have to warn
Silica.
Chase, but like
I gotta
guess
let him know
maybe
that
you do.
Just so you know, bro.
I
Chase,
get hungry.
don't eat the silica
I
gel.
get munchy.
You ever wonder if you could like you guys fly a lot
No, I
on
used
planes?
to.
Not
Yeah,
a
sure.
lot.
When I was a kid, I
You
went on.
fly sometimes. You get a little dampness down there if you're on
Yeah.
a plane for
Oh,
5
you're
or 6
nuts?
hours.
Stuff some
You
silica
put
gel
some
don't
packets.
want-
Silica gel under there.
Really?
Oh, I think
Right in your crotch.
I do extra strength Gold Bond, the green bottle.
Have you graduated to the spray yet?
No,
That's a lifesaver.
Doesn't it, like just
Quite
like
a
kind of become a putty?
no,
After
no.
a
No,
while?
no. That's like the regular. Did you
The
hear about
powder,
this
but the
Johnson and
spray.
Johnson shit too?
Dude, yeah,
so.
About-
There's
yeah,
asbestos in that shit.
I have.
Really?
I mean,
heard.
but everybody's sort of known that, right? Like certain. I think there was a level of cancer-causing agents in that, and
I mean-
secret for. I can't. I don't want to get into
I
brand names.
expect
Yeah,
it
Deodorant.
in
yeah.
everything. I
Deodorant,
expect
but
it in
Johnson and Johnson is definitely going to play the piper because they knew about it.
They were
And
putting
the lady-
asbestos in their powder.
Oh well, talc occurs naturally near asbestos, or some, I may be distorting that a little bit, but naturally that's where it comes from. So
Okay.
huh.
there could be trace elements in pretty much all the talc.
What was
You know what I'm
asbestos
saying?
bad for your dick?
Probably.
A
Probably.
lady got
You're gonna get dick cancer.
Jesus, dude.
But asbestos
went-
causes mesothelioma.
Right,
well,
right.
she acquired mesothelioma. Did I just do that, right?
That works
From
for me.
servicing.
I concur, doctor.
And they were like, "Well, why did And she was like, "It's from my baby powder." And they found out that this is like a 30-year ongoing.
We were
trial
putting
or
that shit on every baby
Oh my god!
for
Yeah.
decades.
Yeah. What do I put on
If
my
you were,
baby?
Don't
if
use
you,
that shit.
like, think about
Fuck.
how long has that been around? Probably the 20s.
Forever?
Longer than
Tens.
us, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like my grandmother told me to brush my
World
teeth
War
with it for the,
One?
like in a pinch.
Yeah.
Like you could
Industrial
In fact, I think World War One was
Revolution?
fought
Yeah.
over baby powder.
Yeah.
That really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Known fact. Fucking A.
Chase agrees.
How's that moose munch?
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Let me
munching on
hit
it.
Is that good stuff?
Is that what
Yeah.
you get? The coffee? Toffee?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
Let me
shout out
let me check.
again to
chocolate.
Santa Carl for hooking us up with the
It's pretty badass.
amazing gift package.
I had a really important point. It's gone.
Yeah, I'm sure it was super important.
You'd have to like schedule
What do you do?
events.
What do you do for your deodorant?
What do I do?
Yeah, like, what do you
What's
wear?
my deodorant
Yeah.
of choice?
Like, what type of deodorant do you use?
like how do you put it on? I think he wants. To know.
Really?
No. What kind do
Yeah,
you?
because there's
What
different
method do
there's
you
different
use?
ways to
Right.
deliver.
There's the white.
deodorant.
There's the gel.
I've seen every
Fuck the gel.
And yeah, it starts
style
if
of
it starts wet,
deodorant.
Not a fan of the
kind
gel.
of a problem.
I'm
No,
an
I
Old
don't-
Spice guy. Is that gonna give me cancer?
That's a little weird.
Fuck.
It won't.
Old Spice definitely.
Old Spice is an odd one, but I feel them like they have this energy
I do-
recently,
I
and
do
they've
pure
come
sport
back
Old
over the
Spice.
last 15 years.
They had their
They went from sort of, oh man, that bottle of Old Spice has been in my
like old
medicine
guy shit.
cabinet
Yeah.
for 50
In like a
years.
drawer in the garage.
Yeah.
But they came back strong and they started revamping their advertising campaign.
See,
and
because I'll do the
coming
old
out with
Swan Dive.
Because I'll
They
do like Old Spice.
rebranded,
Spice.
and I like what they did, so I like their energy.
Okay.
But no, I don't think it was in. When I said deodorants, I think it was in like certain ones.
Sure.
Like, they're probably like maybe like. I don't want to say brands. I'm like
Right,
like
we don't
somebody
wanna
will
get
be
pulled.
like,
We
hey,
don't-
what the hell?
You don't want to get
Like,
suicidal.
we don't have that in our shit. Like, sorry, I didn't.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't.
it was one of those brands. If I wanted to think of something that was possibly not on the market anymore, like Ban maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Ban. You know.
What about the spray-ons?
No, it was just one particular one.
Okay.
That's
I'm
what
like
I'm
nervous
saying.
about it, dude. I don't want to get arm cancer.
Yeah, but I think,
arm cancer.
I think if to wrap it up in a nice Christmas wrapping,
if you will.
for you, buddy,
dude.
I think it has to do with talc in general.
Okay.
It could be. I think that the argument with deodorants was the aluminum in it. 'Cause there's lots
Right.
of aluminum.
Okay, so I'm wrong.
Damn it.
no, but the talc could be also a thing.
Fuck.
No, the
I mean-
talc is
And I bet
that
Old
is
Spice has
just came
aluminum
out
from the
because
powder. That's
Johnson
new
and
news.
Johnson lost, and the amount, the length that they went through to cover
Hide that,
cover
yeah.
this up.
Well, and then
See?
that's everything, you know. Like you can't trust it. You can't.
But yeah,
trust
the
this
aluminum
shit.
thing. Like I'm not going crazy, right? Like that was a thing. Like
No,
you
they-
can't use the deodorant.
And you look at it, the deodorants have aluminum in it, but then the argument is people are saying, well, there's no studies showing that it actually causes because your
Right.
armpits are your endocrine gland system is your major gland system, so you put
Right.
the
Makes
deodorant
sense.
on the
God
aluminum
damn
is
it.
absorbing
is
into
absorbing into your
Yeah, system.
And I was in a
glandular.
big rush as a kid to start wearing deodorant, and it probably fucking started giving me cancer from fucking like 12 or something.
Were you in a rush to start wearing a bra
you were in a
too?
rush.
Yeah, I just
I
thought it
gotta
was-
wear this deodorant immediately.
I was the kid who
I was, like, manly or something.
ever.
Yeah, I was like, I don't wanna do that shit.
I got like called out. Like my teacher like pulled me aside.
Like, bro, you
one day.
fucking
Oh,
stink,
you were
bro.
the stinky kid
Listen,
in class.
oh, it was so embarrassing.
I
What
like that
grade
shit.
was
I
it?
don't
You
know.
had
I
that?
think it was 4th or 5th
I
or
wore
something.
cologne and shit when I was a kid.
She pulled me
Clone?
aside and she was so raw. Her
Used
name
to
was
dye
Miss
my hair.
Kalo,
Miss
and she
Kalo.
said my name like Robert.
Robert,
Robert, I gotta talk to you. You smell terrible.
you fucking stink, Robert.
Yeah, she
God
was like, "You
damn
smell
it.
terrible," and it was weird because like all the other kids were low key, and I kind of knew us
Right,
stuff,
like they kind of.
but they weren't blaming me because I was like a cool kid.
Right, they were kids. They're like, oh,
So they were like,
Perks.
"It's not. No way, is it you, dude?
No,
You're
it's
my
gotta be that-
guy."
that
and then
dick.
they blamed this girl, and I kind of went along with it, and,
Oh,
and they
shit.
made fun of her.
oh,
And
shit.
like I went to her afterwards, and I was like, "Hey,"
told her
because I
sorry.
sat next to her, and I was like, "Hey, I'm like super sorry that I didn't come to your defense."
It's
in
big of
that,
you though,
but-
because a lot of kids wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that
no, but I
speaks
felt
volumes.
it.
Yeah.
You know,
That
like I
speaks
felt it.
volumes.
Like she was like she might have cried
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I'm sure she did.
because these kids were brutal.
Yeah,
Kids
You know
are
what I'm
fucking
saying?
kids are
crazy.
fucking brutal.
Kids, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I
tough
sat next to this
because-
kid named from Chile, like straight from
Really?
Chile, and he didn't have the same kind of
Yeah, yeah.
decor. You know, like we should chill. Like he barely spoke English. He was like.
It stinks.
It was like, damn. like,
Oh,
like
man.
this, doing like hand gestures.
Oh shit!
You
Really?
fucking
What the
stink,
fuck
man.
were you wearing?
He wasn't wearing anything.
I-
That's the
Oh.
I
problem.
was completely
What you?
I missed the whole thing. See,
Yeah, you missed the whole story. You came
That
in
was
at
a
the
serious
end.
story.
motherfucker. I was thinking they were like
Where'd you
making
go?
fun of your smell, like
They
the
were.
Old Spice. Like it was too,
No.
it was too pungent, too good of a smell.
Too good of a smell. The
Too good
teacher
of
had
a
to pull him aside. Robert, you smell great.
Robert, you smell fantastic.
Jesus,
Let me get a whiff.
Christ. I'm living a lie.
I want to sit near Robert.
I need to see you after class.
You smell too much like your father.
You smell amazing.
Smell amazing. Let me talk to you later.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Yeah, I was like in a rush to put on deodorant, fucking wear cologne.
You wanted to grow up so fast, and now look at you.
I know, it sucks.
Why?
I don't know, man.
It wasn't. You weren't in like a rush to like drink beer or
No,
that kind of
straight
stuff?
edge. Yeah, all the way to college.
The amount of times I've heard you say the phrase straight
straight
edge,
edge.
makes me want to hang myself.
Well, dude, I wore a hat in my fucking senior pictures with that said straight edge on it. That was pretty cool.
Senior picture has a hat that says.
So you would have
straight edge.
really liked it
Yeah.
if I was in.
up. I
If I was into like Minor Threat, you would have like went crazy.
I
Right?
love that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have really tried to be your
Because
best
that's
friend.
from DC too.
Gorilla Biscuits. All
Ian
that
McKay.
shit. Right.
Yeah, yeah. He's like your hero, right?
I'm a fan.
He's a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a friend of mine knows him.
I'm a fan of that whole scene for
Yeah.
sure. Rollins, all that shit.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, you know, but
heavy duty stuff.
yeah, it's heavy duty shit, dude.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Smart-
you know
smart
what, guys?
motherfucker.
I hate to
Yeah,
I hate to bring this thing to a close
Let's
here,
not.
but we're up over 2 hours. And
Let's not. It's a Christmas extravaganza.
You want to just keep talking?
That was.
I gotta charge this device.
Yeah, true. We got to get out of
I
here.
gotta charge
bum a
this.
ciggy.
I'm
Yeah, let's
okay.
get some
I'm okay
plugs.
if you guys want to like take a break.
No, let's get
Go
out of here.
back and start again.
Rob's been sitting.
Yeah,
in a
Rob,
pretty
why
good
don't you
pool.
why don't you tell the folks listening at home
Absolutely.
where they can go to find you and your music?
It's out on all digital and streaming platforms. You can get it at the iTunes, the Spotify. Just look up. It's Rob Sonic the Friender. You can also get it physically. I think I have a few copies of the vinyl left. Those are all pre-order that are not shipping yet until January because I didn't really. It's funny. We didn't really talk about it this much in this episode. But that's okay. But yeah, there was like I kind of was like maybe not gonna put this record out, so I
Okay.
didn't really do the preparation that I would normally with the release. I didn't like ramp up anything, and then people were like, "It's really good." So the all that stuff is coming in. The orders have been placed, and it's all coming in, and it'll get out to everybody when it comes in. But right now, you can pre-order the physical versions of it. There's vinyl and
I like
CD.
that. Create a demand.
Well, I honestly had nothing to do. I had nothing to do with it. I was like, I've been doing this for so long. I was just kind of like, nobody's gonna give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I guess I made something good.
And people do give a shit.
Yeah.
Well,
So that's awesome.
absolutely.
That's the thing. Like I guess I made something
I
really
give
hot,
a shit. I mean,
which is crazy. I have no clue what people like. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of threw that away. But you can go to my Bandcamp, which is skypimps.bandcamp.com as well, and that's my Bandcamp. You can go, you can listen to it there too digitally. You can buy pre-order the physicals at Big Death Vendor DEATHVENDOR at BigCartel.com.
All right.
Okay.
dude, can I tell you the first time I ever heard Malin?
Sure.
I mean, is that okay?
Yeah, why not?
I was working at a sign shop, right, and I was doing a lot of Adderall at the time.
I was in a group called Hail Mary Malin.
Yeah.
In case anybody didn't know.
I just, whatever. I'm just gonna, address the elephant in the room. I don't know if there is an
Is
elephant.
that what?
He's making fun of me?
No, I don't know. Did I
You
just fuck
talking
this up?
shit?
I mean, what the fuck are you talking about?
I love Hail Mary Mountain. I mean,
A lot of people do, yeah.
right?
No,
Of course.
Thank you, man.
And your shit is fantastic on that.
Thank you.
I've been blasting it again recently, and it's a very nostalgic album for me because, like,
You were doing Adderall.
I was, and those moments.
Everything with him is connected to moments, the things that were happening at the moment.
I like the way your brain works, man.
That's how that goes, and I was
He's
in
the
a,
vibe.
It's like a roadmap to the human heart.
I was
this
in
guy.
transition, right? Like I was getting out of working this warehouse night gig, and I was doing Adderall, and got a regular
calling somebody
schedule.
for traveling.
I'm working downtown, and I got to ride
The
the
referee.
train. But it was
traveling.
But I had a coworker be like,
Motion
"Do
on
you
the
know Hail
fly."
Mary Mountain?" I was like, "No," right? And at the same time,
Unnecessary emotion.
discovered Run the Jewels at the same time, and those
Yeah,
two,
they sort of ran neck and neck. It was kind of weird.
and those two
That was
al-
not planned at all.
right, dude. And I know whatever. Those two albums ran.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
I know a lot of the people
Yeah.
involved.
Right. Those two albums ran simultaneously on the old headphones for about 6 to 8 months. Pretty
I can see
heavily
that. I can see
rotation.
You were listening to two things at the same time?
No, I'm just saying.
that. That must
like,
have sounded
one in
terrible.
each ear.
but
Did they fucking sync up?
this is
'Cause
kind
that
of
would be
this is
fucking
kind of
tight.
embarrassing, and I'm not
Secret.
trying to fanboy, but it was like that same kind of moment when I was a kid, when I discovered punk rock and all this shit. Like, that was weird, man. I was late to the game in a lot of things, right?
Right.
Like, I don't know. I'm fucking a weirdo. And, like, everybody already knew who the fuck, Aesop Rock was and fucking all. And I didn't. Whatever. I was late.
That's okay,
I was
man.
I was late to this game, right? And
It's okay.
Fine, totally
It's
fine.
okay.
but that shit fucking blew my mind, and I appreciate your fucking work, brah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
That was nice.
It was-
Way
Is
to
that an
wrap
Apple
it.
Watch or whatever?
Yeah, it sure is, dude. You want to go
Nice.
check your heart
Sick.
rate?
I mean, after this one,
Yeah, let's do it.
that Malin was a very important group to a lot of people. So
Absolutely.
I always I repped it.
Good stuff.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Thank you for
Thank
joining
you
us,
guys
brother.
for having
Go
me.
to triplebpodcast.com. Follow us on all the social medias and podcast providers or whatever, how all that shit works. However you listen to us, thank you for listening to us. Rob, thanks for joining us. Go out and get a
Thank
Defender
you.
one way or another. Stream it. But if you can get yourself a copy of it physically somehow, that'd probably be even better.
I mean, it's worth checking out the art. At least checking out
Definitely.
your Instagram.
Yeah, and you can
and-
go to my. I have a Big Cartel store that I was. I fumbled all over it. But it is there. It's available.
Yeah, he's very entertaining on the Instagram, and will reply to your DMs and repost if you screenshot his fucking record and you feel like a fuck cool person, because I felt that way. I felt that way the other day. Dude. It was nice. I was like, yeah.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Yeah.
We'll be back after the holidays.
We're gonna take a break. 2 weeks.
It's gonna be a 2-week break, just like every time.
We'll be back.
but it'll be a new year, and maybe that'll mean some new things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize,
We actually,
guys.
honestly, literally have to make those decisions still. But everybody who tuned in on the live stream, thanks for joining us. And everybody listening like normal, thanks also.
Yeah, shout out to Nick Rudy. And thanks, Carl, for the gifts
Thank you,
again.
Santa Carl. We always appreciate
Yeah,
you
that's
every
fucking
time,
awesome.
brother.
Thank you guys for
Oh,
the
yeah.
Christmas gifts.
Most
Absolutely.
definitely.
It's
Thanks for
fun.
being here, man. It was a good time.
Absolutely.
Good
I had a
times.
great time.
Christmas vibes only.
Merry Christmas. Thanks for listening, everybody.
I'm in a fuck. My back is sweaty.
Yeah, me too.
My ass is so sweaty, dude. Probably wet.
Are you
You need some of that talc.
Dude,